Good evening. Welcome to another episode of Varinheim. Before we get started, as always, quick shout out to our sponsor, D&D Beyond, an online digital tool set for DMs and players alike to store their characters, keep track of their equipment, their hit points, and the goal that they find along with their adventures. I recommend checking out D&D Beyond if you like anything that is Dungeons and Dragons related. Now, last session, players were able to track down a secret hideout of that of the Howling Wolves. Having Garrick in tow, they snuck in and were able to confront a Caden Kursk. And we left off at that session with that confrontation just starting. So let's bring in the group and get started.
Oh, well,
Hello, guys.
Oh, hey.
Hello.
All right.
Hello.
Somebody needs stabbing.
Who are these people?
How are you? All right. So
What's in the box?
what's in the box? So you guys, last session, basically in y'all's like major illusion, essentially. Like if I'm not mistaken, it was the spell was major image.
Yep.
Yeah, I think so. Basically kind of like let Garrett go, and he basically come like leaping out after this guy, after Caden Kursk. Okay, you guys are kind of like deep in a hideout. There's basically kind of like range test dummies off to one side, a forge off to y'all's left, pile of like ash and wood from the forge, and then there's like weapon racks and everything, crates of stuff off in a corner. Inside this room, there was just Caden Kursk, someone kind of on the upper echelon, just kind of like moving some crates, and then a mage that was looking to practice firebolt off to the side on one of the test dummies. You guys came in. Tanthil, you're right next to that mage who's wearing some, I would say, decently colored robes with what appears to be a light metallic chest piece. That's just kind of like, you can see this kind of hiding underneath those robes. Okay, like the robes kind of come over, and then they're just kind of like draping over that metal chest piece. Okay, Caden Kursk was kind of near a suit of armor on the other side. He's wearing decent armor himself, carrying what appears to be a great sword. Okay, as basically kind of like Garrick leaped out, he just kind of was like, I don't have time for this. Like, he just automatic, just frustrated with the situation. So I do want initiative rolls, if that is possible.
All right.
Okay.
No, I don't wanna.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a
This is Garrick's fight.
Starting
We can
off
just sit back and
right.
watch, right?
Yeah.
Hell
I would
yeah,
like to
we're
go
starting
first,
off
please.
right.
That is
I
14
would like
total.
to go first with my 1.
You may not.
Unacceptable.
Aaron rolled a 23. Ayana, what'd you roll?
14 total. I rolled a 12.
All right, 15. Saphira, what'd you roll?
4 total.
Weef. Otter, where are you at?
5 total.
Get him.
God. Okay.
Alrighty. Before we get started,
I was looking at the door. I wasn't ready for combat.
I feel like I split the
Listen,
difference
I
on
just
that
let go of Garrett.
one.
That was my action.
We're supposed to take the enemies by surprise, not ourselves.
I know.
You know, I feel like I'm always constantly being surprised by my party, and I should be used to it by now.
right?
You just
I rolled all my random good rolls with their initiative because Jesus Christ. All right, so Aaron will be up first
Hell yeah.
with 23, followed by Given with a 22, followed by the Mage with a 19. Jesus, Kursk with a 15, Ayana, Vita with 14, small random enemy with 13. Otter, Emerald, you've got a 5, and then Saphir at the bottom with 4. Okay. All right. Aaron, you are up. Oh, wait, hold it. I forgot one person. One person.
Is it the one random dude out there?
No. The one person you got with you, Garrick.
Oh, he's right there.
17. All right, so me.
Oh no. No.
Garrick with 17. All right. Aaron, you're up.
I am back.
All right.
Um,
So I'm gonna circle out around this mage and give him some first-hand practice. I will cast my Spirit Shroud and stab him with a rapier charge
Okay.
with a green flame blade. That wasn't with advantage. Let's continue. Okay, so does a 17 hit?
He is going to, as soon as like you basically kind of like come around, he's going to use his reaction to cast shield. Like just this shield, you just like you just see arcane energy just kind of like explode right there, preventing from your attack hitting.
All right. Second attack. Does a 22 hit?
That does hit.
All right.
Roll it.
7 piercing and 6 radiant damage.
All right. So like basically you're just like give it a little bit more oomph and you're just able to like kind of pierce through that arcane shield that it's got, and it just you can see it just kind of like cuts just a little bit like right at his diaphragm area. Not too heavy, not too deep though. So 6 piercing and 6 radiant.
7 piercing, 6 radiant, 13 total.
13 total. Okay. Boink. All right. If I'm not mistaken, Given, you're up.
I'm so nervous for some reason. Okay. What am I doing? What am I rolling? I'm just rolling around.
You know the plan. Punch the
Yes.
mage.
I am going to assist Tanithil. I see
Okay.
that he is engaged with the mage. She is going to swiftly run and to the side while they're distracted and looking towards them, and going to come in with a swift kick to the back of their head. Not swift kick, a swift hit with the back of their head with the quarterstaff.
All right. Flanking, so with advantage.
That's right. Yeah. Okay, that was good. What am I thing right here? First one was better. What is that math? 23.
Did you say 43 or 23?
23.
I was like, wait, what? Hold up. 23, that hits.
The gods have willed that I hit this creature.
Right.
43.
Gods are like, do it.
So that is 11 damage.
Bloodstain.
Yeah, 11 damage. It's what would you say?
I was just asking.
Bludgeoning.
Bludgeoning.
Yes. 11 damage bludgeoning, and I'm going to spend a key point to stunning strike.
He needs to make a con save, correct?
Yes.
Does not make it.
Hey. So
Like
they're
you just basically
stunned.
just kind of like crack, like because if I'm not mistaken, you say you use the quarterstaff, correct?
Yes, to the back of their head.
Yeah, like you just kind of like crack, like the back of his head is like you kind of like turns, you just kind of like tap him on his chest, and you just kind of like see that key energy kind of like flow through him. And he just kind of stuns, kind of like freezes up.
Okay. And then, gosh, I'm like forgetting everything. Do we? And then another attack. So I'm going to right there, and then I'm going to whip the quarterstaff around and hit them in their side, around their hip bone. Is that advantage still? Yeah. With my extra attack.
Okay.
Okay, the first one is still better. What am I doing? Why am I switching tabs? That's 19.
That hits. Now I do believe.
Okay.
Yep, that hits.
Oh, full 8 plus 5 is 13.
Right.
13. I think, and then I can make a 1 unarmed attack. So I hit twice with a quarterstaff on their back of their head and their hip, and then I'm going to take my knuckles and jam it into their lower part of their spine.
All right. So you just kind of like just doing just a jab like right into your the like lower part of his spine, like you were saying, and it just kind of like you just see his spine just kind of like crack a little bit and move. It's like he's just trying to like keep up his position, like keep up standing.
Yeah.
Give this guy back problems.
Yep. Okay. That is just 18.
18 damage.
No, oh, 18 to hit.
That does not hit.
Dang. Okay. So he's probably exactly 18 then. Okay. That is it.
His turn. Can't do anything because he is stunned strike, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, he's stunned.
Yep. So at that point, Garrick's turn. He's basically just kind of like run up right to this guy. And he is going to use Vengeful Glare as like he's just kind of like staring. It's like his eyes just kind of like do a shimmering red. Curse needs to make a wisdom save throw. Makes it. Okay. It's like Garrick's just like kind of like staring this guy down. Curse is like, I'm just not in the mood for this. And Garrick is also going to attack. That
All right.
hits. Right? If I'm not mistaken, it's a D6, so need to roll a 6. So 5 plus 6 plus 5, so that's 16 total. Like Garrick just stabs him and just like kind of like catches Curse like right in the upper left hand shoulder. Curse is just like and just kind of like pushes him off a little bit. That's still 16 damage though. Piercing. All right. Kurska's turn. Like you just see Kursk just wails into Garrick. And just gonna spend a die. Garrick needs to make a saving throw. So like you just see him just wailing on Garrick, and like at one point, kind of like just forces Garrick, trying to like force him onto the ground. Garrick makes a, but Garrick like you just see kind of like this dark energy just kind of like hold him up as Cursory is trying to like push him down the ground. Still hit twice though. Plus 7 is 20, 30 damage. Jeez. But like you just see Garrett just take like 3 cuts like across the chest, just back and like just and like Garrett's just like flesh just kind of like starts peeling away. Fida, you're up.
I am going to hex Kursk,
Okay.
and then I'm going to Eldritch Blast him twice.
All right.
$22 for the first one.
That hits.
16 for the second.
That also hits.
Okay.
My bad. My bad. 16 does not. My bad. Apologize.
Yep. $11 force damage, 5 necrotic.
All right. So you just see him just kind of get rocked there as he's just kind of like trying to hold up. You said how much force?
11.
11? And then
16
five-
total.
Yep.
5 necrotic.
That does not allow to calculate like that. And you just see him just kind of like holding steady, just kind of just, all right, just kind of waking up at this point. If I'm not mistaken, random enemies guy. This guy, like, as soon as like he sees those two bolts just kind of like head towards him, he just kind of like runs and gets between you guys. It's gonna get right here. Basically, just kind of like runs up, gets between you guys and Kursk, and just wails into Fida for hitting. 19 to hit.
I'm going to figure out exactly what is going on with my character sheet. I'm going to reaction cast shield that takes my AC up to 20.
Okay. Next attack does not hit. All right, you just kind of like that arcane shield and just blocks both edges. Just kind of see just a bit of arcane energy just kind of like ripple through the air. If I'm not mistaken, Emerald, you are up.
Hey, that's me. It's a me, party dad. Does the sound of combat seem to be drawing other people this way?
Roll perception.
$19.
I would say you can hear a couple of footsteps at least starting to head y'all's way.
I am going to use my turn to walk to this door here, close it, and I am just going to take my hand, press it on the door, and cast Arcane Lock.
You just kind of like walk and you see this like arcane just lock just kind of like form and then just disappear.
We lost Given.
Oh.
Yeah, but we're good.
She just put a message. Her internet's acting wonky, but she's back.
Yeah,
in
she flicked
Discord
on
now.
Zoom as well.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to use the rest of my turn to move back to the group here.
Okay.
And that'll be it.
Okay.
And while other people are going, I'm going to fix our cams because we had some shuffling go on.
Yeah, I am not. I cannot pull Tanithil off at all.
Given
I
your
am
figure
Dagger.
now.
I am now Cricket.
Yeah,
Did,
my internet.
has
was
anyone here
very-
been to
I'm
the
the
A1
DM.
Woods?
You got this.
While Emerald fixes the
Does
cameras.
this mean I get an egg?
Saphira, you're up.
Well, you have the eggs.
Oh, I'm sorry. You said I'm up. Saphir's going to snarl a little bit, eyes flare up, begin to rage, and she's going to try and grab the dude right next to her.
So strength versus strength.
He can also use acrobatics instead of athletics.
That ain't gonna help him any.
Oh, you might be surprised. What'd you get?
10.
Oh no, that's not going to help him then.
I'm just like, yeah, he's not. Yeah, no.
It almost did. With a +7 to athletics, I had, and advantage, I had a 12.
Things happen.
Yeah. So she's gonna snatch him by the throat as she runs by and drag him towards Kursk,
Okay. So
Which-
where are you?
I think halves my movement speed.
It does. And
So
I'm going
1, 2,
to
3. So just like right next to Garrick is where he'd be.
Okay. So basically like right here.
Yeah.
Okay.
And would you let me like throw him towards him with the other attack, or would that be a full action?
I would say that's a full action at this point.
Okay. Then we're going to just kind of shove him lightly and take the maul and just clock him in the head with it.
Okay.
Am I blind? 26 to hit.
That hits.
Nine. 2, 6. 15 damage.
Okay. Like you just kind of like clock him like right in the face with the maul. Doing 15.
Yes. And that's my turn.
He's slightly dazed, but he's still easily standing up. Aaron, you're up.
All right, well, got a nice stun target here, so I will stab with a green flame blade, which is a crit. That is gonna do so much damage.
That's gonna do a lot of damage.
Okay, so he takes. Do you like that cantrip? Okay, so I've got 11 plus d8 piercing, so 18 piercing and 13 fire for a total of 31 damage.
Alrighty.
Oh, and 12 radiant, 43 damage. Hope you weren't concentrating on anything.
Nah. But like this guy, like blood is just pouring out of this guy, like right at his chest, just, like pulling right at his feet.
Second attack.
Yeah, that hits.
That's a 24 to hit for 5 piercing and 6 radiant, 11 more damage.
Like he just basically just kind of like just cut like right across his throat. His head just kind of like rolls back as he just kind of like falls to the side.
Is he finished?
Yeah, he's dead.
I mean, y'all stunned him and then fucking slaughtered him.
Yeah. So I'm
That
gonna
was a hell of a crit.
come on over. Yeah, I do a lot of different dice of damage, so when it's a crit, it gets crazy. I'll just come over here and help out here. That's my turn.
Alright. Cricket, you're up.
Oh boy. From hearing that noise, she's also gonna do something similar with like what Emerald did and hear out and listen out for any ruckus outside the door that cause any sort of commotion.
You want to see if you can hear like more footsteps coming from that door, or roll perception.
Okay. Perception. That is a 17.
You can hear footsteps coming up to the door. They're probably about 10 feet away at this point.
All right. She is.
But that door's
to...
locked, by the way. Just letting you know.
Oh, did I? I probably missed that then.
Oh,
That door might have
arcane.
been locked.
I used my turn to walk up and arcane lock the door.
Would you like to change what you just did?
Yeah, because there's a portion that I did not hear anything.
Okay.
That's fine.
That being said, if they decide to get through that door, they are welcome to join combat, but it'll take them a minute.
Okay. Well,
But it's just
knowing
harder
that,
for them to
then
open.
Yeah.
I will not do that then. Let's see.
I'd
No
say
other
there's
doors
probably
in this
3 guys
building.
at this point.
Okay. Then she is going to rush up and actually flank this guy. For a second, I thought that was Emerald, but it's not.
Yeah.
Okay. She is then saying that worked out pretty well. She's going to quarterstaff him in the head again.
All right.
Somebody else. Am I flanking?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that was a good one.
Yeah.
So, okay, first one was better. 24. Jesus Christ.
That hits. Like you just kind of like just basically like dig in your quarterstaff, launch yourself
Mhm.
across, and just crack as like you
Yeah.
land and just hit this guy's like side of his face. His head just kind of snatches to one side.
Mm-hmm.
Roll damage.
Yep. 9 damage. Putting a key in there for a stunning strike.
16.
My DC is 16, so they beat it.
Okay. Like you just see him just kind of like shake off that stunning strike that you had and just get ready to kind of like get right back into it.
Mm-hmm. And seeing that didn't do anything, she's going to do an attack with the quarterstaff again, but to swing it around so it smacks him in the face.
Okay. Go for it.
Okay. 14. Natural 20.
Did you get a crit there?
Yes.
Nice.
For 28 to hit.
That hits. Mine is a crit, so.
Mm-hmm. So wait, how do we do these again?
Remember, it's max out on the second die.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So 8 plus 6 is 14 plus 5, 19 damage.
Yep,
On
so-
that one,
Go ahead.
I was saying on that one, yeah, she hit with the back of the head, and then she kind of whipped it around the neck to where like a little flare, and it comes around the other side and smacks him straight in the nose.
Right. Like you just do kind of like a quick, just and just crack him like right across the face, and like as like his head kind of like turns one way, you just follow it up with another, and you just hear like the bones in his neck just begin like cracking.
Mm-hmm. And with that whiplash of his head going back, I'm gonna bring up my leg for a side kick to the back of the head with my unarmed strike.
Okay.
Cricket is just an insurance
That
nightmare.
is 21 to hit.
That hits.
So much whiplash.
Roll damage.
That is a straight 6 plus 5. 11.
Like you just follow up that hit, and he's just like you just hear more bones just start kind of like cracking. It's like he's just kind of like trying to keep his self up. Like you just see him kind of like faltering a little bit. Is that it for your turn?
And then she's just going, gonna say hello.
Okay.
All right, that's it.
All right. Garrick just instantly like kind of like turns and looks and just attacks Kursk there. As like he kind of like does a quick attack. He kind of like moves out of the way as like Tanthil was like moving up, causing that attack from Garrick to just completely miss. And that'll be the end of his turn. Kursk just kind of like seeing like you guys starting to kind of like surround, disengages, and begins moving out of y'all's way. And like as like he kind of like gets around to the other side, like he's kind of like holding his sword to just kind of like block attacks, and it's like he's kind of like moving out of the way. You guys are kind of like doing like quick jabs, and he's just kind of
Clear,
like
take your sentinel swing.
he disengaged if I'm not
There's no
mistaken.
disengaging against
No.
sentinel.
Oh,
You
I
can't
thought there was.
disengage against Sentinel. That's one of the
All right,
things. Of it.
roll Sentinel. Or
Well, let's see what happens.
It's too late for him now.
Oh shit! Not a lot. Does an 11 hit?
that does not hit.
Nope.
He gets to
I
move.
trusted you.
He gets to move.
I'm sorry. I've
So,
had
like,
a lot
as,
of
like,
bad
he's kinda,
rolls
like-
already.
You were the
Like,
chosen
as-
one.
Like, as like he's kind of like moving, kind of going around, like Cricket, you see him just kind of like do a double take at you, like as like he's kind of like going by, and he just kind of like freezes for a moment and just goes, "I recognize those markings," and like just kind of like calls you out as like he's still like holding up his sword, just to get away from you guys. If I'm not
Okay.
mistaken, Fida, you're up.
I'm going to Eldritch Blast him twice.
Okay.
That is a 10 plus 8 plus 3. So 18, 19, 20. 21.
That hits.
And we have an 8 plus 8 for 16 plus 3 for 19.
Like you just see him just kind of like from that first hit, like that, like kind of like smashes into his back. Like he just kind of like quickly turns and like throws up his sword, and you just kind of like see it just kind of like jar for a bit. That
Okay, so I hit with one of them.
yeah, you hit with one. He
Okay.
used a his reaction to parry,
Okay.
which increases AC.
So
So roll damage for the
9
first.
plus 1 necrotic for 10 damage on that one. I'm
Okay.
going to then quicken spell Eldritch Blast and do it again.
Okay, go ahead.
And we have an 18 for the first one. And we have a 25 plus 3 for 28 for the second one.
What was the first one? I apologize.
Was an
18, I think.
18.
18 does not hit on that first one.
Need to highlight
And then you said 23 for the second?
Yes.
Alright,
28
like,
on the
as, like-
second. It was 28 on the second one.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I thought you said 23. Either one hits. So like he just kind of like quickly like blocks the next one and then kind of like turns, not expecting that next one just like right in the shoulder. How much damage?
That is 12 regular and 3 necrotic.
So 14 total. All right.
Okay, that's my turn.
If I'm not mistaken, it is this guy's. You do not have hold this guy, correct? You let him go, correct?
Yeah,
There,
yeah.
Secure?
I just dragged him over here and then let him go.
He is actually going to move because I would say like he's able to move like between you and Garrick. Like he actually just kind of like moves around to
Yeah,
get
I
to
see
the
what
other
you're saying.
side
I see what you're saying.
to kind of
Get
like
away from
block.
Cricket.
To get away, well, kind of get away from Cricket, but more or less get out of that flanking position, but also to like kind of like block you from Kursk.
Mhm.
And he is also going to take a swing at you. 20 hit.
Yes.
Like he just kind of like does a quick just slash at you like right across your back. Does hardly anything due to like you're just rage just and just force slashing.
Is that already halved or after halved?
That is half.
Okay.
You angry to die?
Emerald, your go.
I'm going to reach into my bag and pull out a small piece of iron,
Okay.
hold it forward, and clench my fist around it. And I would like to cast Hold Person at 3rd level, targeting both of them.
Oh.
Need a wisdom or a
Wisdom
intelligence?
15.
This guy did not pass. Kursk did.
Okay. Well, he is very firmly planted in place.
Okay. So like you can just like you can tell like you're holding on to this guy, but you can tell that Kursk is still good. Like he's movement, kind of like moving a little at his own free will. Like you can tell like he's getting ready to kind of like try and block another attack if possible.
That's okay. With my other hand, I'm going to pull out my horn and release a lovely toot toot. And I would like to give Tanithil inspiration.
Feel
Tanithil,
inspired.
you're inspired. If I'm not mistaken, is that it for your turn there, Emerald?
That'll do it for my turn.
All right, Saphira, you're up.
He's paralyzed.
This
Yeah.
guy is, yes.
We'll just swing at him.
Your
Old
attack
person
has
paralyzed
advantage,
is,
and
has
if you
advantage.
hit, it's a crit.
Crit.
Come back!
Dice on the
It
run.
rolled all the way off the other side of the desk. Oh, good thing that he's paralyzed, because one of those was a 1. 23 to hit.
That hits.
Okay.
That crits.
Brits. So that is 12 plus 18, 22 damage.
All right. Like, basically, like, you're using a maul, correct?
Yes.
Like, you just kind of like just uppercut. Like, as like he comes up off the floor, you just do like a quick just follow up and just smack. And you just like cave in his chest as you just follow him straight down to the ground. That's said 22 damage.
Yes.
Yeah, he did.
Well, no need to hold on to that concentration anymore.
He
And we're just
Let's go of
gonna,
concentration.
We'll just
he
live
falls over.
concentration spell effort there.
we're just gonna take a foot and shove his body to the side a little bit and step forward to Kursk.
All right.
Oh, why thank you.
You're welcome.
Did I attack once or twice?
You attacked once.
Okay, so we'll throw another swing at Caden, which will maybe hit 15.
That does not hit.
Nope.
Like, as like you kind of like step up to like try and do a swing, your swing starts a little earlier than what you'd like, and you just right by him. Aaron, you're up.
I am gonna try and surprise him. I'm going to Misty Step right behind him, and I'm gonna stab him in the back.
I mean, you're flanking, so you're good.
Yes, but flavor.
Yeah, flavor. Just like flavor, damn it.
Poof.
I have
Stab.
24 points of flavor.
That hits.
Did you just
What?
Dark Souls lag stab him?
I mean, you could say that.
I was thinking Loki from Smite. Oh, go
Yeah.
Total of
that
12
level.
damage on that one, and the second attack is a 23 to hit
That hits.
with 12 more damage. 24 total.
Like you just do some like quick flurries, like right onto that, and he's just like, "Argh," and just like kind of like turns. He's realizing like you guys are kind of like surrounding him at this point. Is that it for your turn there?
That is.
Cricket, you're up. I should probably have an turn initiative order just so you guys are like, oh, I'm up. I should.
I mean, I knew that, but I was like so caught up in Cookie.
She's
And
like,
this
I can
music?
eat this cookie in time. Oh wait, no, it's already.
Well, I was thinking of like battle music with cookies.
Mm-hmm.
Great. Cricket's going to stand and then start circling around next to Tanithil and getting in his way.
Okay.
And her face went from, I guess, combative excitement and focus to more of a downturned expression, from what he said, she looks more serious. And she is going to take the quarterstaff and going to use it to hit him in the gut, jab in the gut real hard. Make a room for that. Okay, that's not better. That one's is better. 26 to hit.
That hits.
Okay.
Roll damage. And stunning strike or no?
Yeah.
So it needs to make con save.
Mm-hmm. That is, where's my, this plus 5.
That's a crit on a
That's the
con
10.
save.
Okay, but they
All
take
right.
10 damage.
Okay.
Let me mark that. Then I am going to go for my second attack. Where she jabs him into the gut to hopefully have him bend over. Then she's gonna snap the quarterstaff up to hit his chin.
Okay.
Good. This one's better. It was 14 plus 8 help.
14 plus 8,
22?
that is 22.
22.
Okay,
That
22.
hits.
Okay. How is he looking, by the way?
He's getting beat up. He's trying to, like, you can see he's like, his breathing is becoming rather labored. Like he's trying to hold himself up, but you're getting him there.
Okay.
He's looking rough.
With, passive perception of noticing that, she's still gonna hurt him.
Okay.
But she does not want to kill him. That was another 10 damage. With the quarterstaff, I'm going to then hit him with my unarmed strike. And when his head's whipped up, I'm going to palm him into the chest to essentially hit him with, to push him backwards a good bit, and I'm going to spend a key point to do flurry of blows to do 2 unarmed strikes of pom and have him
Okay.
roll a strength saving throw if they hit.
Okay.
Okay, that second one's better. That's another 26 to hit.
He did not make that save.
Alright, he's pushed back 15 feet, and he is, pushed back 15 feet, yep. That is 5 plus 5, so another 10 damage. A lot of 10s going on.
Yeah. Jeez.
And then, I guess for that second unarmed, I guess I'll move forward to him.
All right. Like as like you kind of like push him back, like he takes his greatsword, like tries to dig it into the ground, but that like force just scrapes across the ground. Is like trying to hold himself up, and as like you kind of like close, like he kind of like pulls up that sword, just kind of like staring at you. Is that it for your turn?
I have one more, the last unarmed strike.
Okay.
And then with that hit, it's 14 plus 8 again. It's 22 to hit.
22 hits.
That is 6 plus 5. That's 11 damage, and then she's going to say whispered, so only he can hear is that, then you know what I'm capable of. And then down on the head. Elbow in the head.
All right. Is that it for your time?
Yes.
Like as like you kind of like whisper this, he's just kind of like trying to hold himself up. Garrick instantly comes in. Makes an attack, just kind of like closes that distance. Does not hit, like just kind of like goes and Curse just parries with that great sword. And then on his turn, like he just kind of like looks and just kind of like takes in the area and just kind of goes, if you want to know what's coming for the Shadowfell, that temple of yours, you may want to keep me alive. And he just kind of like begins trying to like back up, disengaging. and is just gonna back up and try to like move away from you guys.
What he said before to Cricket and what he said just now, were those quiet?
No, that saying was not quiet. He was actually pretty loud. I would say anyone from here could hear it clear as day.
Do I need to wait till my
Okay.
next turn to roll an insight check?
I'll let you have it if you want to use your reaction.
Yeah, I kind of want to do that too. Like, is he just bullshitting us, or
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it.
actually there's something going on?
Insight.
23.
That is
He's being honest.
22. Yeah, okay.
He's being genuinely honest.
I was gonna say that sounds very interesting, but I'm not sure if we can spare you at this point. Looking at Garrick like foaming at the mouth here.
Yeah.
Cricket's gonna look like whip her head at Tanithil, and she looks pretty shaken. She looks
I don't know
very,
most of what's going on with you, but
very shaken,
I
just
just-
like
yeah.
almost like pleading of.
I want to clarify. He did just so you guys know for exactly what he said, because I'm bad sometimes at dialogue. He basically stated, if you want to know what's coming for the Shadowfell in that temple of yours, you'll keep me alive. So, yeah.
Who is he like talking to?
He's
Temple of
directly
who?
talking to Cricket, but he's saying it loud enough to
Okay.
get everyone's
That
attention.
everyone can hear.
If I'm not mistaken, Fida, you're up.
So, with your arrow,
I would say.
was
by the
I
way,
able to hear that?
I would say, what's your passive perception?
Passive perception is a 16.
I would say that you can automatically tell, like, Tanithil, Cricket, Stalker. Would that have gotten your attention at all?
Yeah. She is.
Like-
To give you reference on Saphira, obviously it's not her turn yet, but her focus has shifted from Kursk to Garrick.
Like, you guys see, like, basically, Saphira is now turning towards Garrick like crap. You see Cricket is just, like instantly on alert, but not for the fight at this point. And Tanithil is just kind of, like, taken aback of what's...
I shouted him to drop his weapon or he dies. And
He's
if
gonna
he
use his-
doesn't, I am Eldritch blasting him.
That's fine. He's going to use his bonus reaction to reply. Then get the Revenant off. And he just kind of, like, looks at Garrick. Like, he's not focusing towards you guys. He's actually just turned, and at this point, just
Is he
kind of trying to
dropping-
block.
Is he
He's just-
dropping the weapon?
It's lowered, but he's keeping an eye on Garrick because I would say that you would understand, like, he can't fully drop it because Garrick is just right there. but
Understood.
it's
I do
lowered,
understand.
So it's lowered.
I'm seeing that he is dropping it or as much as he can. I'm going to shout at Garrick, stand down, or you die. And if he doesn't, then I will Eldritch Blast him.
Okay. Is that it for your turn?
That is my turn.
Chaos. All the chaos.
Emerald, you're up.
The shit I'm writing in my notebook, y'all have no idea. No idea. Oh.
You're up, Emerald. Just letting you know.
I was a little too far away to hear that clearly, but I definitely saw everyone reacting.
Right.
And I'm simply going to say, I'm sorry, Garrick, but we need a minute. And re-clench the piece of iron in my hand and cast Hold Person on Garrick.
Can you say wisdom save?
Wisdom 15.
Like, that arcane energy that's just kind of like keeping him alive to complete his task, just running through it. He's just like, as you cast whole person, it does not phase him. He's targeted just straight towards Kursk.
Well, I guess instead of that, is that an action? Hold on, where'd it go? Yep, that is definitely. You know what? Here's what we're gonna do, because I'm going to take my movement and go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And I'm going to look at Garrick and pull out the holy symbol from under my beard.
If I'm not mistaken, that frightens him, correct?
If
Or
I
makes it
decide
resist-
to cast Turn Undead, yes. Which is
Yes.
an action I can't do this turn.
Okay.
But I'm going to hold it in my hand and point it his direction and go, we need a minute.
I do want to clarify, Garrick at this point is just red-eyed, piercing, not focusing on you guys at all.
That's fine.
Just
Emerald's trying.
Saphira, if I'm not mistaken, that's your turn there, Emerald?
That's all I got.
Saphira, you're up.
So Saphira's going to quickly move like she's coming around behind Cricket and towards Kursk. But as she gets close to Cricket, drops her maul and tackles Garrick to the ground.
Strength versus strength.
Or acrobatics, whatever's better for him.
Oh shit!
Fuck.
He's not stopping.
He's not
Ooh.
stopping.
That was close. I had a 24.
Like, as like you go, like Garrick just kind of like drops low to the ground and slides and just, you basically just kind of like vault over him a little.
Okay. Well, as I do, I'm gonna try and tuck and roll and grab him on my way up
Oh yeah,
back
you
to
get
my
an
feet.
extra attack, don't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
So we're gonna try this again.
Strength versus strength.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Sheesh.
Yeah, no. I rolled bad again. That's an 18.
By the way, I just want to point out these rolls. Holy crap!
I have
Derek
been
is
playing
rolling
not
really well.
great.
Now that he's
Like-
not attacking Curse.
Yeah.
Like as like you kind of like turn to grab, like he just kind of like picks and just kind of like holds his sword on you. He's just like, "You leave me out. Let me."
Then
have
come
this."
get me.
And,
And
I
that's
would
my
say
turn.
you're like right here, correct? Where
If
are
I
you?
dove over him, like right on the other side of him.
Oh,
yeah.
over here.
Thank you. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, no, no, no.
Alright.
You were right the first time. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I was looking at the stream map, not the regular
Oh,
map.
okay. Good. Aaron, you're up.
Alright, well, I'm gonna point my sword at Garrick. Say, just get down. And I'm gonna use my hat, and I have to make a DC 10 Arcana check, which is not difficult. I'm going to cast the Sapping Sting cantrip. He needs to make a con save. Stop. Alright, so nothing happens. So I'll just move over here. And I guess I'll stab him.
All right, go right ahead.
Yeah, Garrick. Garrick just said no.
He's just like, not having it
Yep.
today.
Does a 15
so-
hit Garrick?
No, it does not. Like as like you just kind of like do a quick slide, just parries with his sword.
Alright.
Yo.
Well, his speed is reduced by 10, but not that that will really matter here. That is my turn.
Great, you're up.
Okay. She is going to move. Sorry, didn't mean to do that. And sees that the others are trying to stop him. She's also going to aid in that endeavor. And she goes up to him, to Caden, and she turns her back and looks at Garrick. And tells him, "You will have your time, but not yet." And gets in a ready stance. She's going to pretty much spend another key point. No, I don't need a key point. If I could just do just patient defense as a action. Not a patient defense, but what's it called?
Dodge.
Yes.
Dodge.
Yes. And I'm going to guess make sure he doesn't get past me.
Okay. Garrick is just basically just kind of like looking in your direction. He's just like, he's there. And he just begins moving in his direction. Sentinel pops.
Yes.
I also held my action
However-
that if he attacks, that I will be hitting him.
Yep.
We're gonna make this. No, I can't. Never mind. That's only on my turn. Boop, boop, boop. 25 to hit.
That hits.
That is just unarmed, so it is
1 plus strength.
5,
Plus rage.
7
damage.
damage. Yes.
7 damage.
Yes. Just
Like,
kind of trying to clothesline him back.
like as like he kind of like gets up, and just basically hits him like directly in the chest. He's like, and just instantly turns and swings at you. 14 does not hit.
No.
Like you just kind of like as like he swings, you just kind of like back up. Fida, what are your attacks? I forgot. What did you actually roll there, Saphira?
To hit
Yeah, 23.
was an 18 plus
Okay.
7, 25.
I rolled a
that hits.
23 for the first one and a 25 for the second one.
Both those hit.
Okay, so that is 14 for the first one and 9 for the second.
Like basically like your attack there, Saphira just holds him in like as like he turns. Fida, you just blast him like directly in the back. He just and like as like you do this, you also hear people just wailing on the door here, just trying to get in. If I am not mistaken, it is Kirst's turn. He's just holding, like he's just taking the dodge action. He's just making sure that Garrett just does not close that distance. Fida, you're up.
I'm going to Eldritch Blast him again.
Go for it.
And I'm going to sack a second level spell slot to get 2 sorcery points back.
Okay.
Mm. 20 for the first one and 27 for the second one.
Both those hit.
Yep.
You monster. Killing.
8 for the first one. 13 for the second one. This is all force damage on Garrick. You were
How much
told
was
to
the first
stop,
one?
you did not listen.
How much was the first one?
8.
8. And then the second one?
13.
Sorry,
You
no,
monster. How could you
Like-
kill those poor spell
like-
slots?
Like you just keep blasting, like he's just like at this point, like he's just breathing, just getting hit left and right. He's
He
like
was
trying
going
to
to-
like
What was it? Undead are inherently evil?
That is the rule. Do I know, like, if we kill Garrick before he kills his target, does that put him to rest? Or what's actually going to happen to him?
roll a intelligence, or if you want, history. Either one of those.
I can Do a
Your
history.
studies put them to work.
23.
You know that all he's going to do is his soul's going to leave this body and go to the nearest, either the nearest or a body that's dead in a room or close by, and that will be his new form until he completes his mission.
Or he's just gonna go to this guy 10 feet away.
That one, or possibly the mage.
Right.
It just
You
his
just
choice.
Just put Garrick in Phasmophobia. He'll be happier there. Ain't a revenant. The worst ones.
All right. So, wait, who is up?
If I'm not mistaken, it's Emerald's turn.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that was your bonus action, by the way, there, Aaron. Or no, I'll let you have that. Like, you're just thinking that through combat.
Yeah.
Like, I'll let you have that. You're not actually like saying anything directly, so yeah, you're good. You don't have to use any of your actions. You still have your bonus or your reaction. Emerald, you're up. What are you doing? Save me here from having
Words.
mind
Ugh.
troubles. Words tough.
Wait, Otter, are you talking?
Sorry. I will sigh, just kind of shake my head looking at Garrick. I will hold my holy symbol up further. It will start glowing as I cast Turn Undead.
Does he need to make a save or anything?
That
Or
is
it just
a
automatic?
wisdom save. 15 DC.
I would say that in this instance, like, he's got disadvantage on this one. It don't matter.
You finally failed something.
He finally failed. Like, automatically, as like that starts glowing, like he starts running, correct? Trying to get as far away as possible.
Each undead that can see or hear you within 30 feet. If the creature fails its saving throw its turn for 1 minute, or until it takes any damage, the turn creature must spend its turns trying to move as far away from you as it can, and cannot willingly move into a space within 30 feet of me. It also cannot take reactions.
Alright.
For its action, it can only use the dash action or try to escape.
Alright. Stalker, you're up.
And
Or actually,
I
no,
will,
you still have. Yeah, you have movement, by the way.
I will finish my turn by taking a step here forward.
Okay.
That's all I got.
Alright. Stalker, you're
I
up.
will yell, "Don't hit Garrick."
Okay. Stalker, you're up.
We're gonna try this again.
He's a squirmy little fucker, isn't he?
We're gonna try and grab hold of him once more.
I'm gonna say, due to him being like trying to get away from Emerald, he's not reacting as well as he would. So, disadvantage. Why did I roll twice? I forgot it does that automatically. 13.
I'll say like that second one. My God.
It almost failed again, y'all. I had a 14
Oh.
with advantage. What?
You're supposed to be good at this.
I am rolling so bad tonight.
Like, you just kind of like instantly grab hold of Garrick.
And we're gonna. How tall are those boxes near us?
He could stand up inside them and not actually hit the top.
So not
So I'd
very
say
tall.
5 feet. They're 5 feet.
Okay, we're gonna. Is there
Like,
enough
he-
space to actually push him between them, or are they too close together for that?
I would say you could shove him like sideways.
We're gonna
So-
try and do that. We're gonna try and move over and shove him between two of the boxes, and just like body block and hold him in there so that he has much more difficulty moving.
You have this, like you have hold of him. I do want to strength check.
To try and get him in there.
Yeah, that's all.
Okay.
And
No, I got
not
you.
a-
That's
not a
that's
high-
very awkward to. Now I get the natural 20.
That's perfectly fine. I just needed a 10. So which one do you want him here or here?
Probably the one straight south, so that there is better visual of Emerald.
All right. So like you just kind of like push him in there, and just kind of like holding him as like he's just like trying to like squirm and get out.
That's the wrong tool. Please
Just leave
ignore
the
that.
boxes around.
I know. I was like, what's with these boxes?
Are you wanting
Um,
to move this box, by the way, in front to really kind of hold him?
No, she's just like body blocking and trying to keep him in there. Just keep him
Alright.
shoved in there.
Okay. For Aaron, you're up.
All right, so I'll shout out: if we kill Garrick, he'll just inhabit another body. We can't solve this that way. And I'm going to go over in front of the door that, if there's a lot of people on there, they're probably going to get through soon. So I'll just hold an action to Green Flame Blade whoever comes through.
Ready? Is that it for your turn?
That is it.
All right, Cricket, you're up. I say, by the way, these guys are at the door, just banging away.
Right.
And I would say there's one extra at this point.
Cricket's going to turn around and quarter step at his throat. Like it's not super threatening, no blade, but and starts putting pressure on it for him to start moving backwards.
Okay.
Does he resist or does he?
Nope. He just begins moving.
I want him in this corner right here.
He literally just says, just keep the other one off and I will do what you wish. Just
Drop weapon, kick away. Now.
looks
So I
at...
guess when it gets to his turn, yeah.
Well, I was just saying, like, he looks at Stalker and just kind of seeing if you guys kind of got a hold on Garrick, and just drops his greatsword, just crashes to the ground.
Now.
Right. Garrick's turn. You've got a hold of him still, correct?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Strength versus strength. Athletics. Damn.
Oh no,
No.
did he roll it really high against? Oh,
No, he did not.
So Roll20 was like,
Marijuana.
wow.
He's like,
See where
he's
your
really
heart
really
transferred
pinned in the
to,
verse.
too.
It's cool. I
So,
was in
like,
the
as, like, you
20s,
try, like,
so...
as like he tries to move, you just kind of force him right farther back. Curse. He just, at this point, he's just like, I will call off my men. I can do that. Just gets me out of here. I have no issues. Surrender at this point.
Seems fair. Put them in a pair of adjacent cells. Let them talk it out.
At this point, Vita, you're up.
I'm going to move over to here, keeping an eye on the
Okay.
door. And I'm going to shout at Kursk. Whatever it is you said to Cricket here, you best start talking. We're not going to keep him off of you for very long. You are not in a place to negotiate.
Not negotiating. I'm just saying. Best.
Speak now.
I'm not negotiating. I'm just saying. Everyone wants to live in this situation, correct? Gets me out. Get him off. I'll call them off.
I prep an
And I'll
Eldritch
talk.
Blast and I start aiming it at him. I don't shoot it, but if he doesn't start talking, I will. Speak.
I am speaking.
Say what information, whatever it is that you said to
That
Cricket.
information. What I said is, I know what's coming for the Shadowfell, and I know of her temple. I know more, but that's the only thing
Stalker.
currently keeping me alive.
Stalker. If he doesn't speak, let Garrett go.
Wait.
Not that that'll do much while he's turned.
I will actually say at this point, combat is currently off. So if people want to talk freely at this point, the door is kind of like banging, but it's not breaking yet. It's a rather thick wood door with metal bracings. It's not going to break anytime relatively soon. You got a few minutes.
At this point, Emerald will kind of pipe up and look to Kursk. You have about a minute before, I don't know how easily we can hold our friend back. If you do have valid information for us, that would be helpful. Now would be the time to bring it to light. And I will say I'm not super trusting of you, but if you want to be in good faith, I have a spell here that would guarantee your honesty if you would so submit to it. I believe everyone here would find that to be favorable.
I have no issues when it comes to that spell. I do wish, though, to live from this encounter.
Well, you
That's all I
have
wish.
about a minute to convince us.
How do I not
That
know
is
that you guys
Akis?
want? How do I not know that you will kill me as soon as I reveal my information?
At this point, I believe that's thoroughly up to Cricket. But
I have no
for
issues
now,
surrendering to the guards and giving you all the information you need. And in good faith, I can reveal one more thing.
well, thank you for your submission to the spell, and I will just drop a zone of truth on him. Sorry, Cricket, this will also envelop you. I need you to make a charisma saving throw.
Fuck! Oh
Oh.
no! Wait, a Christmas saving throw? Okay.
And
I mean, you don't have to
because
speak if you're really
Yeah.
worried about
yeah,
telling some terrible
because
truth.
he submitted to the spell, he doesn't have to
Yeah.
roll it.
I
But
don't even know
rolling.
why I rolled, because he is going to submit.
I am going to try to roll. It's a what Christmas saving?
charisma 15.
And he
I'm a
knows if you
negative
make the
one, y'all.
save, so you could
I'm
be
a
lying.
-1. Nope, that's a 6.
So, given to remember, you know you're under the effect. You do not have to speak. Nothing
Okay.
forces you to speak.
So, here is the wording on the spell for Cricket and for the DM. An affected creature is aware of the spell and can thus avoid answering questions to which it would normally respond with a lie. Such a creature can be evasive in its answers as long as it remains within the boundaries of truth, but you cannot lie.
But I cannot answer?
Correct.
You cannot
choose to not.
you cannot answer or be evasive with your answer as long as it touches upon the truth. But you cannot lie for the next 10 minutes.
I have no issues. I have no issues. As long as I can leave this alive, I will give you all the information you want. Just be taught. I would rather be brought to the guards, giving the information, and I want everyone's right words, trail talking, right words.
You're looking for a guarantee?
I'm everyone to verbally guarantee that I will live.
You will.
I guarantee we will hear out what you have to say. At least from what I can see, what you've said very much affected my friend.
He turns to Cricket, like hearing her say, "You will." He's like, "Will you make sure that they do not kill me?
I'll
You can
try.
turn me into the town guards."
I'll try.
Cricket, he cannot lie to you right now. Ask your questions.
You know me?
I know those markings that you have.
Why? How?
You're going to get about 5 questions before that minute, by the way, that Emerald has is done, letting you know this, holding Garrick back. There's a temple underneath Aston. Is it a monastery? That's all I know of on that aspect, at least of that particular temple.
How do you know?
I've been there. With the one who's causing the undead attacks. The undead raids on Aston.
When find out?
Almost 6 months ago.
Sorry.
Time.
I wasn't ready for it to be able to ask questions. Who was with you? Their name.
Soren Revus.
Oh shit. Okay, I can't spell that.
Soren.
You'll just have to type it later because I
Yeah.
can't write stuff. My notes are all over.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Spell
I'm
it,
not
Trail, and I'll
mistaken, you
type
got
it.
it.
Mhm. So that was-
Soren.
Mm-hmm.
Soren.
Revus. Soren Revus. By the way, you have 1 question left.
Let my brain like.
Emerald, that
During-
spell, that's Toll Undead, if I'm not mistaken?
No. Turn undead.
Turn Undead, sorry.
Feeling it starting to wane.
Yeah.
I'm just going to toot my horn.
What is
And-
happening? Oh, go ahead.
Yell to Stalker, hold him a bit longer, and give
I'm going-
Stalker a inspiration. You are inspired by the toot toot.
I'm
Okay.
going to have moved over by Stalker to help as necessary if need be, and my unseen servant that is still kind of wandering around has also been moved in the way into the direct path of.
I'm also
Like,
re-upping
right
my
here.
rage on hearing that.
What is your warning of the Shadowfell?
The attacks on Aston are not for Aston, it's for the temple. It's just Aston's in the way. And with that, I need
pretty hard.
an athletics check or from Saphira.
Right. Oh.
I mean, Garrick's also
What was?
right down the drain.
15.
Like, you just kind of like push him further back, holding him, keeping him whole, but Emerald, that spell's faded at this point.
Yep.
And Garrick's now, at this point, he's trying to get back at it. At this point, I've said that twice now. Suddenly, just, he's gonna like try and break free and then take a swipe at you there, Stalker. Like,
Mhm.
just kind of like
Try and
moves his arms,
slide
just
it
kind
out.
of like does like kind of like an uppercut. You just want to like see if you can just grab it and pull away the sword from his arms, from his hands.
No, she's full focused on trying to keep him shoved in there
Okay,
so that he can't
he's-
move very well.
Right. He's good. Disadvantage. 14, I know, does not hit.
No, it does not.
All right. So I would say you and Garrick are at this point in combat. I would say. At this point, the door here is just like starting to like kind of like give way. That arcane lock is like starting to just kind of break. You can just see like just arcane energy just start splintering across as like it's just not beginning to hold. And with under the zone of truth, Kursk says, "I will tell them to back off once that door breaks. I will tell them to back off."
Would you like to
They'll
just
listen.
open the door so we don't have to lose this wonderful craftsmanship?
Can I move?
Oh, like Emerald.
Oh.
It's his lock.
True.
Is this the necromancer of Kolvik?
Sounds like that's what he said.
Yes.
Do you
I
know
will
what
walk with
they
you to
are?
the door
I
and
know exactly
allow
who
you
it
to
is.
open it.
Where are they?
Did you say that he can move?
If Cricket gives
There-
him permission to move,
Yeah, her.
I will willingly walk up to the door with him and allow him to open it a crack and speak through it.
Okay. You said he can move there, correct, Cricket?
Yes.
Right. He's just gonna move
I'm going.
right over to the door.
I'm going with him.
Sword, by the way, is left behind. I want to point that out.
Mm-hmm.
And he just kind of like opens the door and like holds his hand up. Just both as the guys are just like their swords are drawing. He's like, hold. For once, I value my life more than the actual person that I work for. Weapons down. The men that are just kind of like their weapons are drawn. One just says, "Sir," and then like pointing, and also she's like, "I said, stand down." And they just kind of begin kind of like laying down their weapons, realizing that they're just completely outnumbered by you guys. I need another athletics check or acrobatics from Stalker.
21.
You're just holding Garrick as he's just trying to like wrangle free from you guys.
While we're walking to the door, I'm just going to kind of glance over to Cricket. You're from the Shadowfell?
No.
Okay.
He goes, all right, so how this is going to work. My men, if y'all are okay with this, come in, hold, and he points towards Garrick, that one at bay, as we leave, and we go to the nearest town's guard.
Where is Soren?
Kiro, city across the river, Kolvix.
Oh yes. How do I spell that?
Go ahead, I'll type it.
Kirog?
Kiro.
Ooh.
Where
Oh.
specifically? A city's a big place.
Oh,
Just across the city from Mayston, about 10 miles inland from the river.
No, I don't need to know where the city is. Where's the person in the city?
That I'm not sure of entirely. But
Are
I
there
can't find him.
others?
No, it's just him. And
Why?
he says,
Why?
They-
Why?
I don't mind talking and giving more information. Can we do this in safer quarters? And he points towards Garrick, which, by the way, another athletics check.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Cricket's gonna do what it will protect him.
1d4.
Like, you're holding, but it's starting to get rather rough. He's not giving in. He's, at this point, like, he's actually using his sword to, like, kind of like stab and jam at the crates to break them so he can get himself some more room. I'm just saying, we don't have much time. Let my men hold him back. And we can go
Looks
from
to
there.
Tanathil and the others.
Let me try to talk to Garrick. Head over there. Like, is he in there at all? Is it just
No,
totally
his
mindless here?
eyes are blood red. You can see, like, that dark arcane energy that, like, basically fuels his rage to complete his task is, like, you can just see kind of like spider veins of this energy just kind of like forming over him. That pale skin, like, is basically just, how should I say, it's paler than usual, and you just see those dark arcane energy just kind of like shining through. You can see that he's not really, like, he's focused directly on Kursk. Like, even with Saphira there, he doesn't recognize Saphira and is just lashing out at anybody and just trying to get by to go after Kursk.
All right.
Oh, has he attacked me at all otherwise?
Yeah, he has. He's attacked
Okay.
you twice at this point.
Oh,
Once earlier and then once, like, about 2 minutes ago.
I mean, just seeing him, I'll say quietly to Saphira and Fida, he's too far gone. We can either keep him prisoner for decades until Kursk dies of natural causes, or we can let him finish his task and be at rest.
I agree, but we just need to keep him at bay long enough to get the answers we need. It sounds like that Sorin person might be the one with that staff. We need information on that one.
We
We can
have
hold-
the information that Kursk was able to give us.
If we can bind him long enough to get this one out of here, and at least get what we need, then Garrick here will, or this thing here will get out eventually and can complete his task afterwards. But I want no part of this. I've made enough deals already. This is not alright.
Saphira's not responding to you, but you, like, her ears, you can tell she's listening, but her full focus is trying to, like, teeth clenched, snarling, growling, just trying to keep him in this small cove.
We need answers for Cricket. We don't know what's going on here. Carl said something about that there was a target in Aston. Now we know what it is.
He's in a lot of pain. We can keep him restrained for who knows how long, but we're responsible for what he does if we ever let him go. If we're ever going to do it, we should do it now and let him be free.
I agree. We need these answers now. And then after that, Garrett can do what he needs to because he cannot stay like this. This is not okay.
We have our answers from Kursk,
Were you able to get all the information?
as much as he knows.
Cricket over there still asking questions while they're doing that.
He's like, the questions that you're asking at this point, he's like, I know more, I will tell you more. I just want away from that one. So we
Cricket's
can
gonna
be-
start dragging up the guards.
No
Did you
matter
just go?
what.
Oh,
no
She
matter-
having
doesn't
these
hear
guys
what you
go
guys
past?
are talking about. Mm-hmm.
Right.
She doesn't
No.
hear what you guys are talking about. She's just gonna drag him in because she's.
Like, go, get out of the way.
Are you
Yeah.
pushing him out? Kursk, are you pushing him out? Or
Well,
what?
not away from the group, but I'm putting the guards in and just keeping him there. And
No
going.
matter what,
Yeah, sir.
Garrick is going to go after him. We have the
I mean, another
situation under
athletics check.
control now. But we won't.
Curious question. How does Garrick look right now? Like, aside from the fact that he's frenzied, like,
Those
does he look
attacks that were
very
on-
beaten up?
as like Stalker is like Saphira's been holding him, those wounds have actually been healing from the Revenant Curse. Like it actually heals as a little bit of time goes on. So he's actually looking pretty decent for the most part at this point. He's just fueled with rage. What was your athletics check there, Stalker?
Oh, sorry, I didn't catch you needed another. That one is a 24 again.
Like you're starting to kind of like begin to lose that grip. He's starting to actually begin slipping, and you're like, you can tell you're not gonna be able to hold much longer.
Cricket's telling. Cricket speaks to Caden. Tell them what to do.
He turns to the guards and says, grab your weapons carefully. Do not use them on them. The one in the crate scene points towards Kirk. He says, keep that one at bay long enough for us to get out. Then lock the doors and leave him here. And they slowly, like, kind of walk over. You can, like, you see one hand stretched out, the other one just kind of, like, reaching down as they pick up the weapons. And they make sure to, like, the weapons are, the blades are pointed down. Like, clearly, if they were to try and strike, they'd have to do 2 full movements to actually...
Like a delicate
Yeah.
grasp.
Right.
Kind of.
And they move past Emerald and Cricket and begin making their way towards Garrick. One of the guys call out to Fida, Tanathel, and say, the two that are not holding the ravaged one, we need you to move towards the door. As they are like clearly like approaching cautiously. They're like, we'll switch places with the other one here in just a second to keep that one at bay.
I'll say to Saphira, you gotta let him go. This is our chance. And I will head back over toward the door.
I will walk to them, and before they go forward, I will tell them, if you kill him, he will take a different corpse and inhabit that. He will not die. And I will go over here.
Like, where's Cricket with Kursk by at this point?
Start moving him out.
Alright. So you're just moving him out at this point?
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
She looks back and hollers, Stalker, Emerald.
Like, these guys kind of like get around Stalker and make sure they kind of leave a path open for you to move. And they're like, just run past us, we'll hold him.
She takes one more look into his eyes to see if she can see anything.
He's gonna make
And
an attack
then
with a short sword on you. It just digs right into the crate as like you kind of like pull back a little bit from the swing.
and she will try to shove him further in a little bit and quickly move back and bring one of them forward.
Okay. As like you basically kind of like switch places. This guy automatically just swings at Garrick to just try and basically just cut the arm off that's like holding that sword dug into the crate. And you're booking it for the door?
Not yet. She's backing up slowly, keeping watch on what they're doing and picking up her maul.
Like the guy just instantly cuts down on Garrick's arm, and you just see like a huge gash just kind of like form. Garrick just retches in pain and grabs with his other hand, swings at the guy. Now he crits.
Mm-hmm.
uh,
There's something in there still.
right? 5 plus 6. It's 11 plus 4. So essentially just basically swings, cuts this guy like right across the chest, and just instantly swings back. The other guys at this point, one kind of like moves up to like kind of block in Garrick as well. The other two at this point just kind of, they're holding their weapons up like this. They're just like, we need you to leave now. And they just begin kind of like moving around you, and they start calling out to you guys going, get your friend out.
She's just pointing at Garrick. Take care of him. And not moving.
At this point, like, their fighting is like kind of like going back and forth. Like, one like cuts Garrick, the other one, Garrick kind of like blocks and begins cutting the other. Swings are being made back and forth. Garrick's like just starts getting like slashes back and forth. This guy actually has to like back up after a while before like he just takes on too much damage. Like, you just see cuts on his arms, his legs. The other one, like at this point, just like kind of like grabs the crate next and just kind of like shoves it over, and it just kind of like blocks off like Garrick. Is like, he just like kind of like slams up against it. At this point, they kind of like begin pushing you towards the door, going go, and they all start kind of like trying to make that movement.
She just kind of shakes her head and moves quickly towards the door.
These guys are following suit. These two are going to use their bows to basically just kind of like do pop shots at Garrick, who's at this point broken, like kind of like pushed off those crates and just jumped over, and is basically switching his sword for his bow as those wounds begin to re-heal again. And they're just pushing you through the door, going, go, go!
Yep, moving
Is
out.
everyone still in the way, or?
Oh,
No,
yes,
there's-
moving.
Emerald is waiting on the inside of the door. The second you're through it, I close the door, and let me tell you, none of the people in that room are designated to be able to open the lock, so the arcane lock reseals.
So with the four of them still in there?
Oh no.
Not my problem.
Yeah. I can't. Yeah. Okay, hold up.
I'm gonna look at Emerald by the door. That's worse. This is worse than what I was suggesting.
Okay, you guys can't actually see in that room. I was trying to make that happen. I apologize.
Yeah, that's fine. It's working now.
Mostly got it.
Yeah,
Okay,
kind
cool.
of. This is not Emerald saying that out loud. This is just kind of me, Otter, realizing that that's just what happened, and there's not a whole lot I can do about it. But it will hold him in the room for a bit.
As like that door closes, you instantly just hear "fucking traitors" and just like turn, and you just start hearing the clash of swords and the ting 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 from arrows just hitting the wall from the bows that they're being shot from. You could hear the screams of one guy dying as like he's just like "fucking lies, god damn it," and just
Anatho,
pure carnage on the other side of that door.
didn't Garrick say he couldn't attack anyone else? Couldn't harm anyone else?
He said he couldn't kill anyone else, but
There's
he wasn't
nothing
exactly in a zone of truth then either.
Mm-hmm.
And with that, we're gonna take a 10-minute break.
Evil.
Indeed.
So we're gonna take a 10-minute break. We'll be back, and we'll come back. We'll have some more Varinheim.
Oh, crap.
Alright. You guys are outside the door. Kursk is like his hands are up, and he's just like, I will relay more information. I want the guards here.
Do you actually have more information for us?
If you had the zone of truth on me, you know I'm telling the truth. I have more information. I just would prefer the guards. And like as like he says, you just against the wall or the door here.
Quick question. The civilians that were bound back at the camp, and I think you said we saw some of them while we were moving through here.
Mm-hmm.
What were they bound with? Were they ropes or manacles?
Ropes and manacles. It was a switch between the both. If it was ropes, like it'd be like basically like enough rope that'd be like this far off their hands, like they would not be able to break free at all. Even if you were to go with that with a knife, it would take a minute to get through it. But he's just like, if you had zone of truth on me, I would be completely telling the truth. You would know this. I just not around that one. He's like pointing towards the door. You just, boom, just another loud.
Go get
bang.
me several sets of those metallic restraints now.
Come with me. And he begins leading you guys through here and gets a couple of manacles and the keys to go with him.
Saphira stays at the door, waiting for it to be burst through.
Like that door just wham, wham.
It's gonna stand up there and insist. Stalker.
Okay. Turns to Emerald. Who else goes with him to find the manacles?
I will
guess.
go and keep an eye on him as well.
Yeah, I'll go with him.
Emerald?
I'm gonna stay with the door.
Okay.
I
Two of
think
us is
they
plenty.
can handle
Kursk isn't
it
doing great.
plenty.
Like, as you guys,
Look at him wrongly, he dies.
Vita and Tanthil are getting the manacles, he's handing them to you guys. Garrett just, that door just bursts and finally just kind of like moves in your direction there, Stalker, as like you just kind of like hit it and I guess brace to kind of hold it from roll strength.
Yeah, she's as
Strength
soon as the
versus
door
strength.
breaks, she's raging again. Does she have time for that rage to take effect before the grapple?
Yeah,
Cricket's gonna assist with
it's
grappling.
I did strength versus strength, by the way, just for this one, letting you know.
22.
Like as like that door, like you kind of hold it, as like you just kind of like let out this roar. Is like you just that door is just really forcing against you. Kursk hands Vita and Tenethil the manacles, and it's just like, I've got the information. Just get to me out to here at this point.
Get an extra set of manacles.
Turns and grabs an extra set, hands them to you.
Hands out.
Hands are out.
And I
Come
lock
on.
them on him.
I need a athletics check from Stalker.
Doesn't really matter.
What was that bardic inspiration on?
It's a D6, my dude.
D6. Just
I
in
mean,
case.
does it really matter?
Let's fucking crooked.
He is
I
supposed
mean-
to do it
Can't
before
see the
knowing
result.
the result.
Yes, I have
Yeah.
not looked yet. I can't see the result before I choose whether or not to use that,
Oh,
although
yeah.
it's not super helpful. So that's a dirty 20.
I mean, he rolled a 1, so.
Yeah.
Yo, I haven't been rolling great, just in case.
Totally fair.
But he hands you the manacles, so you guys, I take it, put them on him.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, the extra pair, and then we take the other ones back.
All right. He's literally just waiting right here. Manacles on his hands as you guys come up to the door. You can see that door broke and it's just being wailed on by Garrick.
I'll bring the manacles over to, I guess, Emerald, and hand them to him, and then I'm going to go back to keep an eye on this dude.
Okay. I need another athletics check from Stalker.
Assisting.
I was gonna say,
Advantage.
no, don't go
I'm
flying off.
helping
Hey, natural
hold
20.
down, push down,
Um,
anything.
27.
That's perfectly fine. Like that extra hit, you can tell like Garrick's probably trying to like regather himself because that hit's not as strong as the last one.
Now that they have come back around the corner,
Mhm.
she is. You said the door is partially broken.
Like the hinges are broke, so the door can actually swing kind of freely to a certain extent both ways. But there's a cement edge, just kind of like keeping it from going fully
It's
all the way
kind of
through.
wedged.
Right. so
partially.
it's- right. Yeah.
Okay. She's gonna try and like shoulder check the door to knock him over with the door.
Okay. Roll. It's gonna roll acro. Let's go do an athletics. Acrobatics, get away.
It's a 22 athletics.
He basically just like as like you shoulder check the door, he just moves over. That door just swings open. That bow is ready and out, and just arrow flies between you guys.
I would like to deflect missiles.
Go for it.
Reaction to deflect or catch the missile when you hit by a would you do so to damage? Well, it's not really hitting me, but if it's going past me, am I able to react catch?
How does deflect missiles entirely work? If I'm not
Because
mistaken,
you can use your reaction to deflect or catch the missile when you are hit by a ranged attack, weapon attack. When you do so, the damage you take when the attack is reduced by 1d10 plus 11. If you reduce damage to 0 and have a free hand, you can spend 1 key point to make a ranged attack. As with a monk weapon, with range 2060.
all right. So he's not aiming at you at this point. So I just want a simple acrobatics really quick.
Okay. Simple acrobatics. I also have gain advantage as next skill check. I mean, this was fine, but you know, I might as well, because my next skill check. It was the same one. Okay. 22.
Okay, so you're able to kind of like jump in way of that, like that arrow just right by you. Now do missile, deflect missile.
Okay. That was 1d10. 8 plus 11, reduce it 19 damage. So it's
Yeah,
0.
it's 0. So you just, like I said, like you just quickly just do a flip, and like as like you're flipping over the arrow, you're grabbing out of midair and just catch it.
Mhm.
He's getting ready to notch another arrow. I need, at this point, initiative rolls
Okay.
again. So, yeah.
Yo, what the fuck? 5.
19.
24.
20.
All right. So,
There's a 17.
what is Aaron's?
20.
20. Cricket.
24.
Stalker, you said 5.
Yes.
Emerald.
19.
And then Kursk is literally a 0 because he's got manacles. So, Cricket, what's your dex?
My dex is this the wrong tab. Dex is a 20, so +5.
Okay, you and I need to do a just initiative versus initiative at this point.
Okay. What do I like?
Just reroll
what am I
initiative.
doing? Oh, okay. I got the same number. The 19
right.
plus
So-
5. 24.
So,
24.
Cricket, Garrick, Aaron, Emerald.
Eric is hellbent.
What was Feda's?
I had a 17.
All right, so Emerald, so Feda's, and then Stalkers. All right, so Cricket, you're up.
Seeing that he's
He's
Right,
notching
shoot
another arrow
arrows.
and he's aiming.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. She's going to put her her hand up and backwards and tell them to move, and she's going to actually move back and start pushing him out of the way. Around the corner. Get him out of the way.
Okay, so you're basically just gonna be like trying to like block as much as you can.
I'm moving him.
Oh, you're moving.
I am moving him.
All right, so he's gonna move as well. Tantha, you gonna let her? Do you want to go this way with him, or how do you want to do it?
That works. It's just around the corner.
Alright.
Yeah,
Just
she
around the
can
corner.
push
Get
past
him
me.
out of there.
Out of sight.
All right. As like he's kind of like pushed out of the way. You still have movement, I would say, left.
Mm-hmm. So, who? Okay. All right. So that's the case. She is going to then move and flip over these two dudes right here. Okay.
Okay.
And she's going to move on to him.
Okay.
And sweep his feet. With the quarterstaff to knock him down and attempt to grapple him.
Roll an attack roll.
Okay.
Did you say you were trying to grapple him?
Yeah.
Oh, my
Kinda
bad.
just,
I
like, sweep-
apologize.
So I guess attack with the
Uh,
sweep his feet. I guess.
Yeah. So do you want to do just a? Let's do an athletics with Stalker.
Athletics.
Yeah, because you can just do that as a shove attack to knock them prone.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. So athletics or
Yeah. Athletics.
Okay.
In this case.
That's how the shove attack works, just like a grapple.
Yeah.
And it's also to push them back or to make them prone.
22 athletics.
Like basically, it's like you kind of like push, like he's able to like kind of like maneuver around and just get right back up into your face.
That does just replace one of your attacks, so you can try
Yes.
again if you want.
Yeah.
A shove is
Well-
just like a grapple, it only takes one attack.
Okay.
Doing it again.
I'm gonna disarm him.
Okay. What does he need to make? Oh, I
What
thought
is-
that was an actual thing of yours.
I think
No.
it is an actual thing.
You fool,
is-
we're
no, I'm
playing fifth
crazy.
edition.
Do you do disarm magic? That's I don't know.
He's gonna make an athletics. You make an attack roll. He makes an athletics check.
Okay.
Is disarm a thing in 5e for attacks?
I
Only
didn't
if
see it.
you are a battle master fighter.
Yeah. So this
Really?
is just figuring out how to do it. Yeah, it's kind
Yeah.
of weird.
Battle
Or a
master gets all the
gunslinger.
maneuvers that literally anyone could do before.
Yeah.
Like
Gunslinger
sundering and
can also
everything?
do that.
That
it's
is
weird.
a 23.
One of their
Like every
maneuvers is
cutting.
literally trip.
Like as like you
Very
kind of like
disappointed.
turn, Like you're able to like quickly grab his wrist and twist it as like the bow that he had just drops and goes off to the side.
Right. And she puts her hands up again. She's not gonna. She's.
Okay. His turn. Like you see him just kind of like look at you, and he's gonna like reach for the sword that is sheathed. Do you want to use a bonus action to prevent him from grabbing it, or just let him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to try to prevent that. Hold on, sorry, my
Alright,
USB.
just do.
doesn't
We're just
want me to
basically
use
do
up
just
on
another
my
disarm. So tech roll.
Give her a sec. She can't hear you.
Okay, sorry, wireless headphone USB. Sometimes it randomly will just.
That's
not.
fine. I know. I know that feeling. Just another attack roll. Do the same thing. Attack roll versus his athletics.
Okay. I rolled an 11 plus an 8. 19.
Like as like that sword comes out, you instantly just kind of like do just a quick flurry with your fist, and that sword goes flying off, lands right next to him, just on the ground. And he just kind of like looks at you and just begins to just kind of like push forward to try and get past you. Aaron, you're up.
So, something has occurred to Tanithil, and how's the lighting in here?
I would say it's actually pretty decent. There is torches on the walls.
Lots of
Fairly
them.
bright here? Okay. So, I'm gonna move around Kursk here, and I wanna like put my hand on his back. Say, we'll get the answers we need soon enough. And I'm gonna cast Shadow Blade right there and attack him with it. And oh no. Well, that is a 14 to hit, so that's less cool than I was expecting.
How does that work? Because Zacy's technically an 18.
Then it's a miss.
It's a miss. Just
And
like,
I'll attack with my second attack. So a 20 to hit.
I will say, on that first, okay, so this could be really weird because technically he's got manacles on. So
Yeah, I mean, I'm already rolling with advantage, so that's probably not going to stack up anymore for him having manacles.
right, well, I was gonna say he technically has the ability to parry, but more importantly,
He's
he
got to
has
have
a
a weapon,
bonus reaction. Huh? He's got to have a weapon. Okay,
if that's
so
anything close to the Player's Handbook one.
yeah. So at that point, I'm gonna say like as like you attack him, he is gonna use that split moment to yell out, "Traitors!" and like basically just yell like betrayal, traitor, something to like kind of call out loud enough. I would say Cricket can hear. By the way,
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's only 5 damage, but it's damage.
he instantly drops.
All right.
Like, like as like it just sinks in, like he just falls over, just. As
So he's
that,
at 0 or below 0?
he's dead.
So he's below 0?
Yeah, he's below 0.
Okay. Below -10? No, 5
Well, that's
damage.
not
Okay.
this.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think
What
that
happens
works
with
differently.
Carrick?
So like as that happens, like Garrick is like in mid push to Cricket. Like Cricket, like you see those his eyes go from red to just black. And then to null. He takes like a deep breath and just kind of stares at the ground. His breathing becomes rather slow. Begins kind of like looking at you. He's like, and just kind of like collapses on his knees. His hands just
Catches.
kind of like, as like he begins to collapse, like you just kind of like catch him. His
Yes.
arm just kind of like rests at his sides. I'm sorry, he says.
Oh, she instantly will cradle him.
You cut out partially. What was the first thing he said?
I'm sorry.
It was I'm sorry both times.
Yeah, it was just I'm sorry. Like he went to say I and then like collapse and then just goes, I'm sorry.
Okay.
I know.
I didn't want to.
I know.
Severe
Your sun
comes
is
in.
setting.
His breathing just kind of begins to slow. Hey, I don't have a lot to say, honestly, he says as just kind of that breathing just gets slower and slower. It's like, please do not hate me. This was my choice.
She just puts her forehead down to his.
So you
It
do.
was your choice. You can't always know the consequence.
And it's like her forehead just kind of like touches his. Tear just kind of forms in the corner of his eye as it can kind of like rolls down.
She's also crying.
Saphira is just kind of rubbing both of their backs gently. Knelt down to their level.
His breathing just slow. The room actually gets kind of dark for a minute. A gust of wind just goes through it as his breathing just stops.
Upon feeling this breeze, Emerald is going to kind of look at the situation, walk out into the hallway where Kursk is, and just like, I wonder. Healing word.
I was going to actually cast
Has
Spare
it-
the Dying after the
Has
breathing
it been
stopped.
long enough of that conversation that he is fully died? Or is he still
He's fully
barely
dead.
kicking?
He's dead.
fully dead?
He's fully dead.
Okay. Well, it's a spell slot.
Just come out to see Tanathil holding the shadow blade.
Well,
I made a call.
Garrick's at rest. We should probably go check in with
Tired of
everybody
these
else.
guys trying to make deals with us.
Has it been 10 minutes since I cast that spell trail?
I would say so.
Okay.
I'm gonna go back into the room, kind of skirt around the pod of Garrick and friends, and I want to look at the wizard. You'd said he had some interesting, like, metallic thing going on.
A
Does he
very
have armor?
very thin metal armor.
All right, I'd like to take that from him.
Okay. As like you kind of like pick it up, it almost feels as heavy as like just a shirt.
Perfect.
And as like you pull it off him, it actually kind of like loses its form and actually turns into like a very silky shirt. But when it's placed on somebody, it's metal.
I'll check that out later. I don't want to be too disruptive here. I'll go up to Cricket and Saphira. say, I'm sorry it had to be this way. We can still learn the things we need to, but it's not going to be quite as pleasant a process as before.
Where's Kaden?
Saphira, would you come out with me for a little bit?
Sure.
Where's Kaden? Wait. Wait. No.
W-
No. Mm. She holds Garrett closer. She looks really upset.
You coming out the hall?
Cricket, I'll be right back. Gives her a little bit more back rub, and then follows Tanithil out.
And I'll switch places with Stalker and go sit with Cricket.
So I'll say very quietly to Saphira, I don't have the magic currently, but it's something I'm capable of if I simply acquire the text. I can speak with Kursk's spirit. We'll be able to learn the information we need, but I need the body, or particularly the mouth, in order to do so. Carrying an entire body is unwieldy.
For
So
you,
I'd
maybe.
like, for any of us at least, as far as going into public, I'd like
You and your cities here.
I'd like to
Take the
behead
head.
the corpse and hide the body away so Cricket does not need to see it.
Are you the one that killed him?
Yes.
You know she's gonna be pissed at you.
And I take responsibility for that. But we were all responsible for Garrick. So I will bear that burden.
No, it's understandable. It was only delaying to try and get more information. Whatever he knows has to be important. He knew more than she may have? I'm not sure.
And we can learn that in time. I didn't want to cut her off from that knowledge. It may well be very important to her. When I remembered this spell, I decided this was a call worth making.
Well, what do you suggest doing with the body?
There's multiple routes out and several side rooms on our way. We just need to set him aside.
She will shift the maul into a great axe and carefully take a swing and cut the head off. Got anything we can wrap it in?
I'm gonna actually take a look around the facility. I'm not sure how much of this I heard, but I can see some of what is going on. So walking down the hallway here, I'm gonna see if I can find anything that we can wrap it in. And see what there is in this room. Is there anything that we can do?
Yeah,
I
I'd
mean,
say you guys can find a sack to put it on.
you can hear Cricket's voice kind of echoing in the distance of saying, "Wait, please wait. Garrick, rest. Where Caden? Why he rest?"
Anethil, go tell her the first part of what you told me, that you may be able to get the information still.
All right.
And I'm gonna pick up the body and look for a side room to place it in somewhere,
I'm
in a box or something.
I'm gonna guide
crate like
him
we
over here,
found in
and
that
there's
room.
like armor suits here. Can we like brace it up a little bit more and just kind of like stick it in there?
I'd say you could.
That's what we're
We're
doing.
in that. All right. All right. So we'll stick it in the suit of armor.
Digitated a few times. Puts bandages on top so nothing else
Blood is
spurts
just.
out.
I would also say blood though would be like kind of dripping out.
Prestidigitation all over the place.
Mop, mop, mop.
Uh-huh.
It's a cantrip. I am casting
Clean it
that
up.
as much as I cast control fire.
So I'll head in and just like put a hand on Cricket's back.
Just gonna grab your sleeve.
Garrick can rest, and that's important. But also the things you wanted to know. I'll take care of it. I'll make sure you get the information you need.
But we have Caden here.
Yes. And we'll get what we need to know from him.
Caden die? Caden.
Yes. Caden is dead.
But I said he would live. I told him. Garrick, death in vain?
No, no. Garrick is at peace now. His curse is lifted. He can rest.
Okay, Cricket's gonna get up and she's gonna just hug Tanithil. And she's just gonna start crying.
Well, I'll stand and hug her for as long as she needs.
Awkward hug.
Awkward hug.
It'll be all right.
Cricket felt like she so close. But it's something, not nothing.
We have a good bit more information than we did.
It's not done. Don't worry. I promise I'll get you what you need.
Is everyone okay?
Well, all of ours anyway.
Are we back from the body at this point?
I'd say so.
As much as I don't want to try and rush us along, there's a lot of guards still waiting to see what we find in here.
Mm-hmm.
We might want to get out of here and let them take things over.
Saphira just kind of looks at Fida for a moment, thinking about what we just did with the body.
We
Essentially
can show
hiding
where
it.
we were. We were in this room. Everything happened in this room. Anything else? Don't know.
Hamilton.
Charlie.
Thank you.
I got some strong historical musical vibes from that guard.
So I take it you guys leave the hideout?
Yeah, we will need to speak with the guards and let them know what has
Crick is
happened.
taking Garrick with her.
As you guys leave, y'all are able to kind of like sneak out of the hideout so the other people that are inside don't hear you guys. Only a certain like vicinity was able to hear what was going on inside that room. And as you guys get out, Lieutenant Hamilton is just gonna standing right outside the building, that abandoned building that you guys had gone in. It's been I would say about 30 minutes to almost an hour at this point. From the start of you guys trying to get in to getting in and dealing with everything. And as like you guys get out, there's probably about 12 guards around Hamilton. He's just like, if I'm not mistaken, wasn't there a sixth one of you?
He didn't make it. He was attacked inside.
Oh, how many do we have still in
Cray-like.
there?
There's
Oh,
still
you've
a
got the
number
body?
of them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah, she's carrying the body.
And she's just looking down.
he
Um,
turns to two of the guards. He goes, escort her with him to the outpost. We'll help you take care of your friend.
Here is your coin.
Takes it.
There is
curiosity.
a stairway you'll find in the back room, which will lead you down to a surprisingly large cavern system, I guess, of these people working under your city. We managed to get in and out without too much of a ruckus, but the one fight we got in wasn't a great one.
If you don't mind, can he points to Fida, Stalker, Tanithel, and Cricket's like, can you all go back to the outpost? Relay all the information that went on down below to my corporal there. And he turns to you there and he goes, can you stay behind for just a moment to help my men navigate the rest of the tunnels so we can clean things up a bit?
Can we have a moment to go to our room and wash up first, please?
You can, but there is showers at the outpost if you wish to use, or not
You
showers, but
might want more people before you go in there. There are more of them in there.
if that is the case, then he turns to Emerald. He goes, "Can your people send word to the outpost then to send more guards, real quick, or would y'all prefer to just go to y'all's rooms?"
How
In
far
the
away is
end,
the
he goes,
outpost?
Outpost is like 15-minute walk, 20 minutes if I'm not mistaken.
Tanithil
ahead, all of
Stalker,
you.
you go get yourselves cleaned up and things, and I'll go to the outpost and relay.
I can
And just
take
let
care
them
of
know.
it, Fida. Don't worry. I'll get the news to them. I can get there quickly.
So just stalkers, the one going.
That'll work.
I will prestidigitate any extra if in case there's any other little bits of blood or anything on any weapons or anything off of weapons.
He just turns to Cricket, Aaron, Fida. They're like, if you want to go to y'all's rooms, you can. Turns to Cricket. If you want to take your friend to the outpost, we will take care of him for you. Turns to Emerald. He's like, if you can stay with me real quick, you can help me draw out the map of the tunnels that y'all explored so far and any possible branches there may. I'd appreciate that. I'll keep my 12 guards here or 10, because the 2 are going to go with her, to stay here and keep an eye on the tunnel system. And
What-
turns to Stalker and it's like, you can make a quick run to the outpost to relay more, and I need more guards.
What will you do to Garrick?
Well, considering the fact that he served the city in a honorable way, we'll give him a burial. Proper one at that.
Proper. Please be careful. He's sleeping. Okay.
Will do.
Saphira takes off his amulet, bundles it up a little. Bury this with him.
He just grabs the amulet by the string that was holding it and places it on Garrick. The guards begin escorting Cricket to the outpost to properly bury Garrick. Take it, Stalker. You book it to the nearest outpost.
Yeah, she's gonna hand off her bag to Tanithil, and I'll be right back. Won't be long.
Can Tanithil hold your bag?
No.
Yeah,
How
how
much is
heavy
in
is
there?
it?
It's actually not that heavy. There's
It's
not
only
a
like
How
ton of
much-
weight in it.
3,000 silver.
And
in
our
there.
cart's right there, so
Our cart is at the inn.
Yeah, we didn't
Yeah.
take it over here. We walked.
No, we took the
We
cart here
walked.
and
You
left it.
We
walked.
took the walk.
We walked.
We
We're
walked
not
it.
driving a cart on our covert mission.
We did walk.
We parked the cart behind the inn, and that's where it has been.
Well,
Stalker's
whichever.
like, what?
It's actually not that heavy.
It's only
There's
like
Why not
200
that?
pounds. You'll be fine.
No,
It's
there's
that weak,
there's like
guys.
there's like 50 to 80 pounds tops with everything that's strapped to it.
It's not comfortable, but I can hold it.
Mm-hmm.
Tanithil's just like, I got this. Just waddling to the inn, or the outpost, actually. So,
And she just
13 strength.
takes off running full speed.
If possible, please wait to bury him until we all can be present and a little bit more cleaned up. A proper send off is very fitting for him. We should all be there.
I can do that. I'll ask a few of y'all's group here if they wish to take part in the burial process, but we will deal with that in a minute. And turns to you.
For now, I'd be happy to relay information to you.
Hey, sorry.
If you guys want, I'll meet you at the outpost. This shouldn't take too long.
The lieutenant turns to a table that's in the building at this point. The doorway that led down, he's got like 6 guards all surrounding him, making sure no one's coming in or out. He turns to the table and folds out a large piece of parchment and pulls out a charcoal, and everything begins kind of scribbling down, trying to take information from you and how the tunnel systems and everything down there were.
Now, clarification question on this. Do I need to roll for, like, intelligence to give them proper information?
No.
Okay. I'm gonna
It
roll
literally
just to
just
see
happened
anyway.
a few moments ago.
Okay. Yeah, that was an okay check. I was waiting for it to be like a 1, and he just draws like a plate of spaghetti or something. Just absolutely
this-
no knowledge.
Right. Had this been like 6 hours later, then yeah, I'd had you roll. But no, it's been you literally just walked up.
Okay.
So, Crickets, who all went to the outpost with Crickets? Because Feed, I know you're wanting to go back to the end to clean up.
I was actually going to run the information over there, but
Oh,
Stalker went
Saphira
instead.
already
So I've
took
head
off
back to the
sprinting.
apartment.
Yeah, I'll head back to the inn as well.
All right, so Crickets, you go to the outpost.
If the bag is heavy, then I
Yeah.
can like help carry it like along
I
with
can
you if
carry
really
the bag.
need be. Carry something
Do
else
you
here
need
so
a
that you're not like
hand?
inundated.
Just take off my
Swing-
shirt. This is the buffest wizard you have ever seen.
Oh God.
Swinging the
Cricket,
bag
you're-
between the two of you.
Oh my
Cricket,
god.
you're being escorted by the two guards to the outpost. Just they're making a decent pace. Stalker, you get there relatively quick. As like you're kind of like getting in, there's a corporal that's kind of jotting some stuff down on a piece of parchment. As like you come in, he's like, "Oh, hello. Is there anything you need to report?"
They're gonna need more people to help take down any of the remaining forces inside of that place.
The place. Are you talking about the one?
The meeting that we were investigating for y'all.
You're talking about the one. Did Lieutenant Hamilton send you?
Yes.
Okay, he needs more troops.
Yes.
Okay, if that's the case, I'll send word. I'll send another 12. Is that everything that you need to relay? Just wanting to make sure.
That should be it.
Okay. The outpost that
Well-
Cricket is going to.
There's more people in there that are looking to be starving, possibly for a while.
We can send rations and everything there, water and food.
Just
Um,
forewarning.
I'll make a memo of that, and he begins to kind of like jotting the stuff down. The outpost that Cricket has gone to is a completely different one, located in the four ridges, actually. So she actually kind of follows along with Tanithil and Fida for a while until she kind of like branches off, and the guards show you into a larger outpost. They take you through this area and to a back room where there's like a stone slab where it's kind of like an altar, and just kind of they just look at you and says you can place your friend there. As like you kind of place, the guards kind of the two guards that are with you point to a couple of the guards that are inside this. They go, watch over the body, make sure no one touches it, and that it is protected. Fallen in service to the city. We will do a proper burial later this evening.
The
And they
amulet.
turn. The amulet that's on the body, yes.
Don't touch that either.
No one will touch the body. As long as it's on this altar, no one will touch it.
Can I be in here?
Can you stay? Yeah, perfectly fine.
Okay. Make some little bird trills. Just to fill up the silence.
As you do, the couple of guards that are watching her just kind of like standing at the edges of this altar and just kind of standing in attention. They do not move. Tanithil, Fida, you guys make it back to the inn. If I'm not mistaken, Bart is just kind of dealing with some patrons as you guys are coming in. Yeah, as you guys come in, he just looks at y'all. It's just like, how'd y'all's little adventure there go?
As successful as it could.
It's good to hear. Is there anything I can do for y'all? Food, water?
A bath?
Yeah, some water. Where are the showers or baths or?
They're just okay. So the rooms are there. There's a door to the right at the end of the hall. Go in there. There should be two stalls to take showers in.
Thank you.
we'll bring some hot water for you, or warm. Won't be ice cold. And he goes, I will send the other one in a minute. And he just kind of walks around back to the kitchen. And eventually it comes back. This time, if I'm not mistaken, the person's name was sorry.
That's fine.
If I'm not mistaken, her name was Catherine, correct?
It was Diane and Bart, I believe.
Diane. I'm sorry.
I think you're right.
My notes are not here with me today. I
Mhm.
left them. Diane just kind of like comes in.
Just kind of stuck out as a name for me.
Sorry.
It's all good.
She's carrying 2 large pails of water. They're both got a little bit of steam coming off of them as you guys are kind of like getting in the stalls and everything. And she kind of puts the pails in. You can also see that like there's a little bit of a cork thing that kind of keeps it closed. She goes, when you want water, just pop the cork off and it'll pour on you, and then just close it right back up when you don't need it. She goes, if there's anything else you need, just let me know. She kind of leaves.
Hey, Hamilton.
Yes.
If one was looking for some good, strong wine in your city, where would one look?
If I am not mistaken, there is a brewery in the Four Ridges by the name of the Orchard. The Orchard.
By the name of what?
The Orchard.
The Orchard?
I saw I botching syllables.
Okay. Nope. My brain heard Orc Shard, and I was like,
Yes.
interesting
Orchard.
choice.
I was
I
trying
heard
to say
York
orchard.
Shard.
I was trying to say orchard, and I just can't use syllables today. For
Oh,
some
no
reason.
worries. That's why I clarified, because my brain was like, strong choice. Okay. I'm going to clarify. I will ask for directions and make my way there
Right.
to purchase a good, strong bottle of wine and then 4 more.
As it's a decently sized place. It's got a few tables and everything, but mostly a bar. And the woman behind the counter is just like, I've got a really nice selection of wine here. What would you like, preferably? The strongest?
Not sure the taste of everyone in the group. I hate to say we're mourning the loss of a friend today, and some good tasting but equally strong wine is kind of what I'm looking for.
She goes, I've got something then it's perfectly would fit the occasion. And she pulls out this bottle and she's like, it's made from the nicest blackberries that you can grow in Donvalt. They're roughly 50 years old.
And how much does it go for?
Single bottle is 5 gold.
Do you have 5 of them?
I can do that. She goes and gets 4 more.
Could I bother asking you for a bulk price? It's been a long day, and I figure it doesn't hurt to ask.
How about 20 for the 5?
That sounds fair. I appreciate that greatly. And I will reach behind my beard and put 2 platinum in her hand.
She takes a few aside. I'm sorry for your loss. I really am. Just letting you know. The gods will look after him, or depending on who they may be.
They're in a better place. And that's the important part. I'm sorry, and your name was? Random Vineyard NPC? We're friends now.
My name's Carrington.
Carrington?
Carrington. Kerrington. Carrington.
Well, thank you for the fine wine, Carrington. My name is Emerald.
Nice to meet you.
Maybe you'll see more of me before I leave, but I have friends to attend to.
Understandable.
And
Will they be? Are you burying your friend by chance?
yes, I believe is this evening.
Was it for the guards, or was it just a random
We were
passive for?
we were doing a favor, aiding the guards.
Then the funeral will be nice, and it should occur towards sundown.
What time is it now? Because
I
we
would
started in
say-
morning, so it's probably not too far
Right.
past that.
Right, it's like 10:30 at the latest.
Sure. Do you have a box I can put these in? Just to make sure.
Yes. And she goes and gets a box for you.
Cool. And I will take the box and start heading towards wherever Hamilton told me the body would be.
The outpost we're given is at, and that's located in the Four Ridges as well. Stalker, do you head towards the outpost as well?
Do I know where the other outpost is?
I would say it wouldn't be hard to figure it out. Just take a little extra time. There's only an outpost. There's one outpost in every district, so
No, she'd probably go to the inn first because she doesn't know specifically that they went to that one. So she'd go to
Alright.
the inn first and wash up.
all right. So as you kind of get to the end, I would say the Tanithil, Fida. Actually, while you're making your way there, Tanithil, Fida, you guys are taking showers currently.
We're stashing a head.
Yeah, I'll drop Saphira's
We're
bag
not
off
keeping
in her
that
room
down.
and the head in my pack. Then go into the washroom, and I'm just gonna like sit down in that stall for a while, just let the water run on me.
I have a quick question for the DM.
See,
Where's Carl?
still in the room with Sylphia.
I thought he was stuck in the house with us because he went with us there.
He did. He went into the room.
We
was
did
in the
bring
room
him
with
with
us.
us. That's right.
Okay,
God
at this
damn it.
point,
Yeah.
Oh, Bart,
okay,
I forgot about him.
okay.
Carl.
It just kind of randomly popped into my head like, Carl.
Okay, for simplicity's
Carl.
sake, out of simplicity's sake, can we just say that you guys gave Carl up to the guards?
But he's gonna watch the
Y'all
chicken.
forgot him 3 times.
That's so true, though.
Well,
I was
Please.
no.
Fine.
Y'all better
You
do
know
it while
what?
Saphira's not there.
This is gonna be Emerald's opinion of it. Evens Emerald would agree to turn him into the guards. Odd. Emerald agrees he should watch the chicken. That's a 1.
I don't even remember what you said.
Emerald offered him a job.
Carl just goes, I'll be completely honest, I'd rather just go with the guards. I have been cooperative. I'd appreciate it if I could actually just get a decent word so I don't get hung.
I mean,
I can
being
help.
attached to that group, I don't know how much
I-
our word will help you, but
I mean, if you tell them that I'd be willing to track down other members of the group, I am willing to do that since I know how the operation slightly works.
well, we can try and say a good word for you. The rest will be up to you.
Okay, so we're gonna say y'all had that interaction with Hamilton.
Sure.
And
Hey,
he's being
Hamilton,
escorted.
by the way, we have this guy we picked up on the road. He's one of the Howling Wolves, but, he wants to help you track them down in exchange for not murdering him for being a Howling Wolf. What are your thoughts? Eh? Traitor
I
is
just
a
want to
traitor.
point out.
He's taking him to one of the outposts to be locked up at this point. All right.
I just want to point out, I didn't forget about him. I forgot that we brought him. I was thinking he was in the room with Sylphir, and I was literally about to check on him before taking a shower.
Okay, I'll be completely honest at this point. Like, he forgot 3 sessions in a row. Out of sight at this point.
We'll find a new party pet.
Y'all are like a kid with a pet fish. You forget to feed it.
Nuh-uh. I was just about to check on him.
At this point, so you guys are taking showers, I would say, and stashing ahead.
Yep, stashing head and then going and taking a shower and just kind of leaning against the wall and just pondering the day's events and everything that has happened and where we've come from and where we're going next and just
When we're done there, I'll say to Fida, I used my hat already. Could you prestidigitate my clothes clean?
certainly I will do so.
The blood off my robes.
I can't mend them if there's any small damages or
that I can
anything,
do.
but yes, I can help you with this.
Then
Speaking of which, I've had things sliced. Is there any chance you could help?
so you have prestidigitation and I have mending, and neither of us has the other.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I can fix your things. I guess we should make our way to the outpost Cricket took Garrick to then.
We should. The call you made was right.
Well, I'm glad you agree.
There
You
was no
guys-
way that was going to end right. That was going to end in a good way, and that was the best outcome that could happen.
Now I just need to convince Cricket of that.
Give it time. I've managed to convince you all that I'm not here out of as a thrall of some evil being. I'm sure you'll be fine. But I will vouch for you.
Would you like an egg, Fida?
Ah,
Are you sure?
Yes!
Only because no one else is there to witness.
Rue.
No one will ever believe you.
Take it and look at it. Huh.
It's an illusion.
He burns a
Damn
third
it.
level slot just to give you an illusory egg.
Need to study it to make sure it's not an illusion.
It's not an illusion. I cannot cast an illusion that good that you can feel it.
I can't.
Yet.
I take it you guys make y'all's way to the outpost.
Yeah, I want to identify the metal shirt on the way over there.
All right. As you guys are like leaving, the end stalker is actually coming in. I would say.
Oh,
I will talk
Um,
to Stalker and tell Stalker where the showers are and ask if she needs anything that's to be cleaned up or anything.
No, I'll be all right. Just gonna get Sylphir.
I left your things in your room.
All right. I'll meet you all soon enough.
Yeah, we're headed to the outpost now.
And she'll go upstairs, get Sylphir, wash up, grab her stuff, and grab the chicken too, since, Sylphir's left to tend to the chicken. Well, we don't want to leave the chicken by itself.
Nope.
You also have
don't
like
let it be.
crops, so that we can do the like wolf, goat, grain on a boat riddle.
I'm sure we could pick them up. There has to be a shop in
I
town.
don't.
We'll just
I
get like a
don't know
bale
that
of hay
riddle,
or
so
something.
Oh,
As you guys are making y'all's way to the outpost,
Wow.
you identify the armor piece. It does not count as armor.
I don't mind. I have armor proficiency.
Correct.
Likewise.
But it has the ability that a person can use a reaction to burn a spell slot to raise their AC for the turn of that spell slot's level. So you can use reaction to basically burn a 5th level spell slot to increase your AC by 5.
Okay.
Now, granted, yeah, actually, it can work with mage armor because mage armor, if I'm not mistaken, says if you don't have armor,
Yeah,
then
you just can't wear armor while you have mage armor on.
right. So yeah, this is essentially shield, but goes by the spell slot level.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. So with that, you'll make y'all's way to the outpost. Stalker, as you kind of get in, Diane just kind of is like, I take it you're going to want to shower as well. She says, I'll bring you some warm water if you want to go to the showers. She brings you some warm water.
yeah, she'll go on ahead.
She actually brings you 2 pails of water. Hansel and feet are a little smaller. You guys only take about 20 minutes to walk to the outpost. By the time you get there, Cricket's with Garrick, who's lying on an altar.
Yeah, she's wanting to reveal his arms. So whatever cloth is in the way, she would tear so the arms are on display.
You
And-
can. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, as you kind of like reveal his arms, you can see wounds and everything from the fights he's been in. Scars.
Scars or open wounds?
Scars.
She gently touches each one. When she goes in her satchel and she takes out her painter's kit and starts making certain markings, which she has the setting sun here, which will be going down to create more of birds in flight to mountains here, and with waterfalls going down the shoulders and a bunch of ripples of water and petals. And then she lays his palms to the side with palms up And each one she puts a wolf's paw in each of the palms. And she'd be
As-
working on that the whole time that people are not there.
Okay. I would say that it's about 12, 1 o'clock by the time Tanithil and Fida get to the outpost. At this point, Stalker, I would say you're also on your way by the time they get there for a few minutes.
Okay,
You'd be
so
heading your way.
question for Cricket. Is your chicken holster easily able to be found?
Yeah, my my
Your chicken holster?
my chicken holster, my bag of chicken holding.
And
Oh,
how did it strap on you? Was it
Well,
just like straps
like-
over the shoulders, or were there any that went around
you
behind
can
the
actually
neck?
change it. The straps are actually like adjustable, where you can have it like a backpack, or you can have it like baby carrier or fanny pack, or you can have it like a holster, like secret in your jacket, where you're like
Okay,
chicken.
so it's
want
gonna
to
be
buy
like
chicken?
dangling, but not properly put on Saphira because she big. And your
Yeah.
chicken is just like braced in her hands
A little
with
fluffy
So you got a
Sylphir.
chicken sling, do you?
Yeah.
chicken holster.
That's how you make your way like that towards the outpost.
With Sylphir, yes.
Sylphir is just kind of walking next to you. I take it Emerald's also heading towards the outpost.
Yeah. When I get there, I'm just gonna kind of put the crate down and sit on it and wait for everybody else.
Okay. I would actually probably say you're the last one to arrive.
Oh, perfect. Then I will just put the crate down, and looks like everybody's here.
Yeah, Cricket's painting. Just kind of
As
gives an acknowledging stare and a little trill. It just keeps going.
as you guys are kind of getting to the outpost, I'd say Lieutenant is arriving. He's just like, I'm letting you know that the other 12 men arrived at the abandoned house, and we were able to round up the remaining individuals that were down there. I'm glad y'all mentioned there was 8 more individuals inside. It's been a long day. I'm letting y'all know we'll be in the process of burying a friend in about 4 hours, 5 at the most. So, just letting you know. And he kind of goes off to his office inside this outpost. You see him kind of talking to a couple of guardsmen. Y'all can hear that he's mentioning that 2 more guards had died, dealing with the remaining 8. And that he also mentions that it looks like there were a couple of documents indicating there were other patrols near Dawnvault and one towards Aerith, and he's sending runners to nearby towns to track down those groups. He also mentions you guys and how y'all were vital in bringing awareness to this, and that he would like for y'all to be brought up to both Joshua and Elena Hanover, and then also to send word of y'all's aid to the main capital in Landcrest, and also to the city of Isatol. So, as like he's doing this, you guys may do whatever y'all wish.
I am going to flip open the lid of the crate, look at everybody, And I'll do this after Cricket is done painting. I will have waited for that.
I would say she paints for a while, I'm pretty sure, right, Cricket?
Mm-hmm.
It's very intricate and very symmetrical.
I would
Almost
say
like the
you probably.
movements are not routine, but
Practiced?
Ritualistic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say you're at it for like 4 hours. Like it's almost 5 o'clock by the time you're finishing.
No, that actually works out perfectly. If we're just about time to get things started, I'll hop off of the crate I carried over, flip it open, look to everyone and pull out one bottle of wine, open it, and hand it to the closest person to me, which will be Stalker.
What
And
is
then
this?
I will reach into the crate and do it again. The next one goes to Fida. And then I'll do it again. The next one goes to Tanithil. And then, one last time, I will walk over to Cricket, put an arm on her shoulder, and just kind of plop the bottle down next to her. And I will go get my own. To Garrick. Little something to help us through the evening. Cricket, do you know what wine is? It's a type of alcohol. This one in particular is made from berries. I figured you guys might like to end or go into this at least on a sweeter note. So, to Garrick, may you be in peace.
Well,
And on
raise
that,
the bottle.
Mm-hmm. Raise the bottle.
Oh,
on
hydrate,
that,
huh?
everybody hydrate.
I'm out.
Everybody-
I literally just took my last sip. Dang it.
Better run for it, Trail.
Air, I guess. I don't know.
No, just don't
Well,
play
drunk.
like sad music in the background because it's gonna make you cry.
Huh?
If I'm not mistaken, no one drinks the whole bottle, right?
No.
Saphira probably takes a sip and is like,
Emerald,
I'm a
Guys.
dwarf, my
I got it.
dude.
roll
another one.
con.
You know what?
Con save.
You know what? Cricket's gonna
No,
down it
not
because she
just-
doesn't know
not-
better.
Oh,
Cricket's gonna down it.
Keep it rolling.
So
Know better.
Cricket and Emerald roll con saves.
Let me tell you, that was a 19 plus 3 for 22.
Okay.
Con save. I got a pretty good bonus to this, but let's see what the dice says. The dice doesn't give a fuck. That's a 7.
Hope you're done with your painting.
Like, as like Cricket just like drinks
We're just gonna make sure
this
there's a second
entire
break.
bottle. Like you just see her just kind of and begin just leaning with the bottle to the side. Tanithil and Stalker, you guys kind of like just catch her as like the
straighten
bottle
her.
drops. Like she
I'm not gonna
does
dump
a like she does a bird chirp, but like almost with a burp with it. She's like,
I know. I know. I
And
can't
then
take
just-
a force burp. But
and just kind of begins like looking at you guys. Her eyes just kind of like cross.
I assume the chicken is holstered.
Yes.
I'm just gonna like hold her straight. And then let go and see if she starts
Jeez.
tilting again.
Tilting over.
Mm,
I will see this and just kind of make my way over and prop myself next to Given so she has something to put a hand on. So, wine. Sometimes I
Please drink
forget
responsibly.
that
why?
not everybody has
There you go.
The tolerance I do. But
Wow.
how was the wine, DM?
Wee.
Sweet and
Ugh.
smooth.
Sweet and smooth. Lovely. I think I'm ready for whatever this is going to end up being. I feel like I should have let Cricket know not to drink the whole thing right away, but I got you covered, buddy.
Anyway,
I hope
as
that he rests and he has good journey.
Cricket, would you like me to hold your chicken for a while? You're a little wobbly.
No,
Okay.
don't take this one away like you take others.
I took nothing. I will not take away.
Well,
We got someone freshly morning, very drunk.
Cricket promised that he'd not die, but he did. So Cricket lie. Cricket fail. And I'm so sad.
I reach out and hold her beak shut very gently. Cricket, your words, if my ears don't deceive me, were, I will try.
Peter
You
nods
cannot
at that.
guarantee someone will not die. You did what you could.
But Cricket didn't get chance to try.
We stopped
But-
Garrick.
and you still will have a chance to try,
He was barely
according
standing.
to Tanathil. For now, let's lay Garrick to rest. And we'll pursue these questions when Tanathil is able.
Is Garrick still evil?
And when we're sober,
No,
He doesn't look evil.
Garrick.
I feel
at peace.
fine. I'll have you know, Vita.
yes, I'm sure you
Kind
are
of like
experienced with
leaning a
alcohol. I
little
have seen
bit.
you drink before. But some conversations we should have when everyone is sober.
Yes.
I hope
For now,
Garrick.
let's make this about Garrick.
I hope Garrick come back, born again as wolf.
as y'all's conversation goes on for a little bit, the lieutenant kind of walks out and he's just. You can tell he's actually changed his clothes a little bit to clean up a little. It's like, I hope y'all don't mind. It is time. Yeah.
I will point at
This is-
him. Drink.
Takes the glass and just kind of does a cheers. And
It's been a
Also
long day
beers.
for everybody.
Cricket's reaching for the rest of her wine.
You want to cast command? That is a one-word command.
he just goes for fallen comrades, and he takes a drink of the wine. He goes, if y'all want to be the guard for the evening for your friend, it is perfectly fine. A mage is wearing some rather colorful robes, kind of comes into the outpost and casts levitate on the top of the altar. Kind of stones kind of like lifts up. And he's just kind of holding it as he begins moving Garrick through the outpost outside. And Lieutenant just says, if you want to take guard on the corners of the slab camp.
No.
Oh, your front. He kind of also begins looking at Cricket who's swaying.
Yeah, I was gonna
Just
say
like,
Saphira's
I
gonna stay
will-
next to Cricket.
We
I'll
will
say I'll stand behind Cricket and like hold her up straight at one of the corners.
we will help her. And he gets a couple of guards to hold on to her, allowing you guys to get at the four corners of Garrick. The mage kind of slowly moves the altar through the city streets. Y'all can see that the sun is kind of beginning to set as you guys kind of slowly make y'all's way towards the harbor. The other two guards that had died earlier that day that y'all did not see kind of conjoin at the center of the town. And as y'all kind of make y'all's way, another mage kind of using magic kind of begins playing a soft, somber tone as y'all march slowly through the city streets. As y'all get to the harbor, the mages kind of rest the altars on some boats. You really know how to make just your presence known, don't you? Anyway. They place the altar on the boats and they recast levitate to begin slowly pushing the boats out to sea as guardsmen begin firing arrows that like kind of streak through the sky with different colors and everything. As that music begins kind of playing, the lieutenant begins humming a tune. The anthem of the Ashland Kingdom. And so just he's humming it slowly. As time goes on, when the boats are about 100 yards out, the guardsmen fire arrows that just kind of light the altars ablaze to kind of burn bodies. And as the bodies are burning, eventually you begin seeing that the flame goes from like an orange to a blue as a luminescent light just kind of like shimmers up, kind of floats off in the wind. And as you guys can see off from a distance that the bodies are no longer there, not even the ashes, just the altars. Just kind of sailing off in the distance. The lieutenant just kind of bows his head as the anthem kind of finishes. He takes a deep breath. And he just kind of turns to you guys. He's like, I am sorry for y'all's loss.
As are we for yours.
That was beautiful.
He just gives a small smile. It's like, I hope that in y'all's travels, y'all may meet or see him again. And he just kind of turns and begins making his way back to the outpost that you guys have just come from.
I will turn to Stalker and I do hope that he's found his way back to Night Stalker.
It would be nice. But Sylphir.
Sophie's
looks
just
down at
sitting
him.
next to you.
What will you do now?
Silphir just kind of like lays and just kind of rests his head on your on your leg, just kind of against it.
Give me about 10 minutes. She's gonna sit down with him and start casting brain. I know what it's called.
Speak with animals?
Yes, thank you, because my brain's not working. So she can get an actual proper response from him.
Cast speak with animals after a while. You can ask Silphir. Silphir just kind of. I was told to stay with you.
By who?
Garrick.
He told you this while we were away.
Right before he died.
He thought we'd find you, I guess.
He
He wasn't wrong. How do you feel about staying with us? It is your choice, after all.
I feel useful with him.
Well then, welcome, I guess, permanently, or at least as long as you decide to stay with us. She kind of ruffles his fur a bit.
Just kind of takes it, just kind of like moves his head into your hand. I'll stay here for the evening, if that's okay.
Of course. I'll stay here with you if you like.
I appreciate that.
She'll turn to the others. Silphir and I are going to stay here tonight.
Cricket is dizzy.
Cricket, do you want to stay here too?
I'm going to hand Cricket a water skin.
You've been
Hydration
bamboozled. It's
is
filled with more
important.
wine.
How dare you?
Fluid.
How dare you spoil my plan before I think it? No, it's just a water skin, and I will explain to Cricket that hydration, water after wine is usually a good choice.
Am I under a spell? Tenethil.
Yes.
Wine is a very powerful spell that not even I can counter.
Roll deception.
I mean,
Oh no.
What do I need to roll?
Insight.
Okay. Do I get disadvantage or event or no or just regular?
you have
Just regular
disadvantage. You're poisoned.
Oh yeah.
You're real drunk.
I'm so drunk. Well, that's a natural one. So
This
I don't
is
think
what
it gets worse than
This
that.
is one of the potions that the keepers of
Oh,
like
shit.
the bar priests are guarding. This is why.
I had an offering.
This is why not everyone is allowed behind the bar altar.
You must observe carefully and remember to always drink water after your wine.
She's gonna whip her head at the emerald and just like. Trying to focus. Emerald. Why not tell me? I'm in trouble with Bar. No, why not
You are
tell
not
the
in
offering?
trouble. You're not
You
in
are
trouble
not.
with the bar. I picked this up myself personally from an altar, and actually one who provides for the altars. So, I did go about obtaining this the proper channels. You're in no trouble.
Do I have worship Bar now?
No?
No. You are allowed to partake once
But-
in a while if provided appropriately, like this.
But you have to know how to pick the proper offerings. Some of them are not very good.
It seems Emerald is very knowledgeable in this.
I have dabbled. A bit. I even used to make some back home. But
Priest, shaman.
I mean, I am somewhat of a priest. Holds up holy symbol.
Yeah.
Holy symbol one hand, wine bottle in the other.
Skull
Depends
on
on the
hip.
religion.
I'm gonna take a look. Oh, actually, a closer look at that holy symbol.
Roll
Sure.
perception with disadvantage.
Yeah, that was really good. Still really good. Perception. That
Yeah.
is a 21.
I've already told you what god I worship.
Let's look at it closer.
Yeah.
There's 21.
It's
at-
a watching blue eye with kind of like light streaks coming out from around it.
Let me rewrite that down.
Yeah. It's the symbol of Varin.
Yeah.
Out of curiosity, is Stalker and Silver the only ones that are staying behind? Is everyone else going to the end?
I fully plan on tucking Cricket into her pillow fort with a water skin.
Huh?
So, Cricket's going to a cart by the sounds of it.
Bakery.
That may be for the best.
I don't think any bakeries are going to be open this late, but we can absolutely go in the morning.
Might be an idea to ask Bart if he has any, like, food around still.
Mm-hmm. You want to get some food, Cricket? Snack time?
We're gonna snack that smiles back.
Goldfish. Fish. I crave sustenance. Onward, party.
Just
Waddle.
echoing some really obnoxious count you heard sometime.
I know, she's going to waddle.
Up to the end, I take it?
Just gonna kind of look over to Fida, smile, look back at Cricket, and just follow along back to the
I'm gonna message Emerald and be like, between you making alcohol, you're basically like you are the creator of it, a shaman of some sort, and me being able to actually run a bar, as we learned in Colden there, we got ourselves a verifiable, like, I don't know, priesthood started here.
I don't know, you gotta
Vineyard
learn to
sounds like a
finish your
good idea.
You gotta learn to finish your bottle first.
I say
And that's
that.
all you
I
hear
don't
as
drink
I
it all at
waddle,
once.
waddle behind Cricket to the bar.
As Tantha, I'll take you go with him.
I'll meet you all back at the inn later.
Woo! Let's leave the drunk people to wander the town. This'll be
Wow.
fun.
Yeah,
The only one drunk is Cricket.
they're holding it okay.
I still drank a whole bottle of wine. Just because I look okay doesn't mean I don't have a whole bottle of wine in my system.
True.
But
Are
Tantha
there
walks through then.
any fireflies? Because she will definitely lose track of where she's going and start wandering anything that will
Nah,
interest her.
there's no fireflies.
I need to find me a magic shop.
I would say at this point, you can find one, but it's in the Six Shades district, but it's closed, I would say.
Well, the sun just set. That's lazy business.
Yeah, we did get information on that. Like, I haven't gone anywhere. I'm just kind of like staying around with Stalker for a little bit, and then I was gonna wander off a little bit later. So I'm just kind of around here.
Don't they know mages are night owls?
I am going to knock very loudly on the door.
As you do, a red tiefling like comes to the door and he's just like, who disturbs my sleep? Like he's just like in complete pajamas essentially.
Oh god, we got an early bird shopkeep.
I'm
Why
sorry
is
to
an elf
disturb
here?
you.
Why do
I
I have
need
elf?
I need a scroll.
You need
Speak with dead. And the materials to record it in my spellbook. I'll pay you well. It's been a day.
It has. It's been a day. I apologize for calling you up. I'm sorry. I'm just tired. I'm tired. Mauser is the name, by the way.
Thanathil.
He just kind of like reaches out. His fingernails are actually kind of long, as like he goes to like reach for your hand. You're just like, I can help. I was getting ready for bed. I can speak with Dad. You said
That's the one.
okay. Okay, come with me. He just kind of wanders off. I would say by this point, by the way, Cricket, Emerald, you guys do make it back to the inn.
I still have all the gold.
Yeah. And I've got several magical items.
True.
Wrong. If I am not mistaken, to do all this, 125 gold.
I have a shirt. You put it on, and it allows the wearer to deflect attacks with their own magical abilities. This should be more than enough.
It's essentially shield, but for whatever level you wish to cast it at.
Right. All I ask is the scroll and the fine inks for me to record it. And you can have the shirt. No extra money involved.
Deal.
All right. I'll make off with my 150 gold worth of ink and parchment. Yeah, you can say it was worth 1,000 gold, but it's also way worse shield.
And
Is
Tanathil has a higher priority too.
And I got shit to do.
Yep.
I mean, I figured just as a magic item in general, it's worth way more than what I'm trading for. But
Yeah.
this served my purpose immediately.
Should have got some
Gotta
extra inks.
sacrifice.
That's what I need from him.
All right.
What I've been waiting for is ink.
And I will take that back to the slippery slope.
So
What is? Oh, sorry. By the way,
No,
as
no, go
like
ahead.
they're leaving, I was gonna say Silver is occasionally howling. Pretty sure you were joining there, Stalker.
Saphira would howl with him, but you said Fita's sticking around for a little bit with them?
I'm looking around like the area, just wandering around the area a little bit, just kind of lost in my own thoughts, and then I will be wandering off into the town a little bit to slowly make my way back to the inn, but see if I can locate the magic shop because I will be going there tomorrow.
Okay.
What is-
And
Oh, sorry.
that's about it.
Cricket, if I'm not mistaken. Are you getting anything to eat at the end, or are you going to bed? I'd say you guys are getting back at like 9 o'clock, almost 10.
Sustenance.
Sustenance.
Okay.
Hello? I need
Barsh,
sustenance. Yeah.
Barsh is kind of like coming outside. She's just like, oh, I didn't expect y'all to be up so late. I will work on that. Give me just a minute. What would you like?
A lovely establishment. Sustenance.
I will get her some something nice. Any
Some
just
carbs, something with a little bit of fat.
can do. And he, like
Same,
goes.
same for me.
Feed me.
I hope you all don't mind. It is going to be late evening food, so don't hate. And he just kind of leaves and comes back, or Diane comes back after being gone. After he's been gone for a few minutes, she's like, "Hi, Bart wanted me to bring y'all some food." He lays out like this bread, this sandwich with like really thick meat in the center. She goes, "Hope y'all don't mind. It's late in the evening. We don't have a lot prepped. It's the meat's very thick and chewy. Just letting you know."
You're pretty. You're so pretty.
Thank you. I appreciate that. She just
I
kind of
should-
like looks at them all, and she's like, "She okay?"
I say it more often. People like good words.
This is true.
I'm good cricket.
Um,
Sustenance and starts eating.
I will look at Diane and say, I stopped at the orchard before the funeral.
Did you get their blackberry wine that they sell?
Quite a bit, yes.
She's gonna be like that till morning, and she just kind of walks off.
She's just picking it up and letting it fall into her beak.
That, like, as like you bite into this sandwich, like you just start like snatching out. That meat does not budge really.
I just
It
let it
is
fall in.
thick and chewy.
Just,
Okay.
Just let it.
and just
I'm not
like,
going to say that
straight up
sentence. No.
seagull gulp down.
As
gone.
like
That's a
y'all take
better
y'all's
way of
time-
saying it.
Yeah. As you guys take y'all's time to eat and everything, it gets rather late, about 11:30.
Yeah, I'm going to finish my food and wait till Cricket gets through most of hers till she starts to slow down. And I'm going to look over with a big grin on my face and pull out my lute. And I am just going to start jamming and just kind of like dancing around a bit, jamming on the lute, try and brighten the mood. I'm going to kind of slap myself on the cheek a little bit to try and sober myself up and give myself guidance.
Can I get a performance check?
Yeah. Is that straight or disadvantage?
You're fine. You didn't get affected by the alcohol.
Okay. Well, I mean, I am affected, just not as heavily.
Right. It's also been a few hours at this point.
Yeah. That's a good roll, but I did give myself guidance, so we will roll that. Anyway, that's a 18 plus 6, so 24 plus 3, 27.
Playing a very lively tune when Tanithil and I would say Fida is coming
Yeah,
back. at this
I'm
point.
gonna have headed back now, and I'm just gonna be sitting there kind of by myself, just lost in thought.
You guys come back to Emerald playing a rather nice tune.
It's on the table dancing.
Okay. I'd say you play for a couple hours there, Emerald.
Until I start to really feel the wine leaving me, but my real goal here is to make sure Cricket is having a good evening. That was really my whole goal here.
All right. So I would say a few hours or a couple hours by the time that point the alcohol's leaving your system. I would also say Cricket is probably, I would say you're getting tired by this point.
I just
Mhm.
sit down crisscross applesauce and just like head hanging
Pass
down. I
out.
go from dancing to, oh no, I need to sit down and look down, close my
Well.
eyes.
That's my cue. I'm gonna walk over and pick Cricket up and carry her out to the cart.
Yeah, she's just gonna hold on to you, just out,
And
snuggled up.
I'm gonna ruffle up the pillows and just kind of place her in the center.
Okay.
Put a water skin right next to her. Drink some of that before you go to sleep. I'll see you in the morning.
Quack.
Out of
She
curiosity,
gives you appreciative quack.
Tanithil, did you go to your room?
As soon as I get back, I want to go to my room and start copying the spell into my book.
Would Fida as well?
Yeah, I'm gonna head back to my room.
Okay.
I am on a mission.
Emerald, I want a perception check.
Me?
Yeah.
Perception! Also, good roll. 15 plus 7.
22.
Thank you.
22. I need a straight. Okay, then. Even with that modifier that I've got set up already. As you're kind of putting Cricket to bed and everything, behind the stalls and everything or behind the stables where you've got the cart, you see an individual just kind of like off in the corner, just kind of watching off from a distance. Rather slender, wearing similar robes from what you can see to that of Cricket.
Cricket's gonna
Just
mumble.
staring at you.
I'm going
night,
to
Emerald.
feign drunkenness and like, who are you?
She just kind of gets a bit of a sigh. She goes, "Tell the little
Do I
one there,
need
believe."
deception for that, by the way? Because I'm definitely not that drunk.
No, she
Okay.
knows. She was watching you beforehand. She just goes to tell the little one there, and we'll see her shortly. And just
Wait.
just go ahead.
Just be like, who do I tell her is coming?
And she's just gone. And we were in there for a second.
Ah!
What? I have to pee.
I was
We
full
actually
ready
went kinda
to
long.
start. I was full ready to start brawling in this freaking stable. Who the hell are you looking at my Cricket?
Cricket starts drunken
Before we
boxing.
continue, Otter King close us out.
Absolutely. Thanks for joining us tonight, everybody. make sure to tune in for the games we have coming up for the rest of the week. We do have the Troubleshooters tomorrow, run by Cap. We have Falskallen Knights on Wednesday, ran by JT. And we'll be back here on Sunday for Varinheim.
2 weeks.
Nope, the 19th is the last one before we start. We got one more week.
I
We take the
thought-
last 2 weeks off.
Oh, I apologize.
If you
I
want another
thought-
break, that's okay. If you need another
Yeah, no.
extra week.
If you
I
wanna,
thought
if
you
you
said
wanna
the
call
last
it
2
here, we can.
I thought you said the last 2 weeks of December, because like January 1st is.
Would be the next 2 weeks, the last 2
Oh.
weeks of December.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow,
I was
okay.
gonna say
19th.
like,
My birthday
I-
is the
I'm
19th,
pretty-
and was like,
Well,
I don't have D&D on my birthday
yeah,
last week.
forgive me, folks. I looked at the calendar wrong. So we'll have the Monday game and the Wednesday game this next week, and then we will be taking off the last 2 weeks of December, so everyone has time to do holiday things with their family and relax. But we will return in the new year with a pretty full schedule. So until next year.
Good evening.